Hello. Hi guys. Oh yeah, it's hot. Hey, sorry we had to cancel our Zutoma collab. Our girl Mumu feeling the blues. This. I should hold a popsicle or something. Cooled down from earlier in the week though. Yeah, but not the heat exhaustion. Once it hits you, it lasts for a couple days. At least for me. Oh my god, I think like I need to tell you a couple of stories. Like, Jesus. I feel like everyone's a little bit more annoying when it's hot. Including me, obviously. Good lord. But yeah, how's the weather, everyone? On your end? The past couple weeks, well, it's been better the past, like, 2 days. But, like, a couple days earlier, like, it was so hot, I was like, what country do I live in again? 41 Celsius is crazy. Yesterday is cooler, but otherwise way too hot. Yeah, I think it's just been like hot everywhere. I have checked in with some of my friends from pretty much like anywhere, everywhere. And everybody's been telling me it's hot. Is there anywhere that's not? Actually, there is one friend who was like, what? It's only 12 degrees here. And I was like, oh, okay, good for you. Maybe I'll fly over. Yeah, global warming, let's go, yay! Yeah, it's so very cold here in Brazil. Wow, maybe I should fly to Brazil. Yeah, I'm not so good with the heat because I grew up in a place where the majority of our weather was winter-ish. Now it's just not here anymore. Yeah. Please make sure you guys drink lots of water. And if it's really too hot outside, try not to go outside for too long. That's what I've learned. Well, you know, I told you guys that my friend came to visit and they've been staying with me. Well, right now they're going out because they have other friends, thank God. So they're just hanging out with their other friends. So that's fun. And yeah, like, because my friend is here, I feel more or less obligated to sort of like tour them a little bit. So it's been a really fun time. I've been enjoying, you know, just hanging out. And honestly, sometimes we are not really doing much. We like kind of do stupid things like learn how to play Abracadabra by Lady Gaga on the flute or something. The tin whistle or whatever. So it's a lot of fun. But there were a couple days where we did like go outside. I mean, we did go outside pretty much every day. But especially the day that they came, like it was just too hot. And so was the next day. And the next day. I don't know. Yeah, so I think I might have gotten a little bit of heat exhaustion. Cause my body just hasn't been feeling so great since yeah, but also because like on one of the days I went to eat dinner with my auntie and my mom and my grandfather. They wanted to take me to this really, I don't know if it was like fancy, but it looked fancy. It was so fancy looking and it was just very like aesthetic. But it was really delicious. Basically, that day was probably the hottest day since the hottest day of this year, I'm pretty sure. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but like I don't know if it's Asian culture or just strictly Chinese culture, but in Chinese culture, like, we don't really like blasting the AC. I don't like it either. Like, if you're blasting it, it kind of makes you feel like you're gonna get sick. And most of the time, you're probably gonna get sick. Because it's kind of true. Like, you don't really want it blasting in your face. Especially when you're, like, really hot and then you blast it and you turn really cold all of a sudden. That's, like, kind of, a recipe for getting sick. Yeah. So, on that really, really hot day, my auntie came to pick me up for a family dinner. And I was really excited. But this lady, you know, I always tell you guys that I just can't understand my aunt. And sometimes it's really funny and sometimes it really isn't. And like on the hottest day ever, it just really wasn't that funny. We're in the car, my grandpa's in the front, in the passenger seat. He's the passenger princess. My mom and I are in the back, okay? I already get nauseous in cars, you guys know this. I don't need to like explain this again, okay? I just really don't like cars. So, it's really fucking hot. This woman like... She like barely puts on the AC, but all the windows are closed. So honestly, it just felt like a really contained room of hot air, right? And I looked at my mom and I was like, am I like crazy or like is it like too hot in here? And she's like, yeah, it's a little hot. And I was like, okay. And then I asked my auntie, I'm like, can we maybe just put the AC on a little bit more? And she was like, okay, but not too much. Don't want to get sick. And I was like, I feel like I might get sick because it's too hot. And then eventually my grandpa even like complains. He goes like, I'm fucking sweating my ass. Like literally like my grandpa's like really straightforward, so he has quite the tongue. So he was just like, now I'm sitting in my sweat. Like he didn't even ask to bring the AC up. He just said one sentence and my aunt just like upped the AC and I was like, how come my family never listened to like, wow, I guess they only listened to the grandpa. I don't know. I was just like, okay. Yeah, so, I mean, it didn't... So, like, there's usually in the car, like a temperature. Like, it tells you what temperature it is in the car. And at one point, I, like, looked into the car. like at the front of the car, and I saw that it said 40 degrees Celsius. I don't know how much that is in Fahrenheit. Let me convert that. So 40 degrees Celsius is 104 Fahrenheit. That was in the car. I looked at this woman in the mirror. I was like, you're fucking crazy, man. Like up the AC. And she was like, well, the thing is like, I don't think she realized, but like the back of the car wasn't really getting as much AC because I think the AC was slightly broken in the back. But the front was a lot cooler because I could kind of feel it. But I was like, Auntie, I think the back AC like it's not coming through. Like you need to up that shit. And she was like, we're almost there. And I was like, that's not the point. That's not the point, woman. And then as soon as she said that she was almost there, she actually like took a wrong turn. And I was like, so we're not almost there. Can you up it? And she was like, and she just didn't hear me because I think she was getting lost. She was like, I don't really go to this restaurant very often, so I don't quite remember. Like my auntie never uses a GPS. She doesn't have one. She doesn't really know how to use one. She like drives everywhere by memory, which is honestly pretty impressive. But it wasn't really impressive anymore when you're in like 40 degrees Celsius heat. So this woman's like, wait, Enna, be quiet. I need to concentrate. And I was like, I don't think anybody is gonna be conscious after like when we get to the restaurant. And she was like, okay, pull up the phone and type in this address. I don't know where we are. And I was like, oh my fucking god. I was like, I won't pull it up until you like turn the AC up. So she turns it up a little, and so it gets a little bit better. Goes down to like 33, which is a lot better than 40. So I took it. So I like put in the address and everything. And then she eventually finds it. And my grandpa's low-key kind of pissed because honestly, like, so valid, grandpa. Like, come on. We're so fucking hot in there. My grandpa doesn't really like to go out anymore because he's old. He's like 93. And I'm like, 93-year-olds in 40 degrees heat is not the ideal combination. And I can understand why he would be pissed. So I was like, you know, that's very dangerous. Yeah, I was like, that was kind of dangerous. You don't really want elderly to be in extreme weather. Just saying. But apparently this restaurant was really, really good. And it was delicious. But honestly, when we got to the restaurant, it wasn't super, like, it was kind of hot too. Like, it wasn't so hot that like we were dying, but like it was warm. So, it just never stopped being warm. Which was kind of a problem. But the food was really good. I felt like I couldn't eat too much because I was so like kind of overheating a bit. Like usually when I overheat, I have a little bit of trouble eating because I just can't. Because when you eat, you get warmer, and then you know when you're already warm and you're eating, it kind of makes you not feel so good. What kind of cuisine? Oh, it's Chinese. Chinese cuisine because my grandpa can only really eat Chinese cuisine. So your auntie's kind of wild for that. No, seriously, she's fucking crazy. I was like really asking her, like, I'm not asking this for me, I'm asking this for grandpa. And then he's like, yeah, turn on the AC. And so she did it. And I was like, oh fucking thank god. It's crazy. So it was really yummy, and the tea was really good. Oh, thank god for the tea. I think the tea saved my life. I was like drinking so much of that tea. I was like like the tea was like herbal, so it didn't have much caffeine, and it just made me feel so much better. I was like, good lord. So here's the part that I was like, okay, today I am mad at you. Not today, like that day. So my auntie decides to drive us back home. And that's totally cool, right? That's really nice of her. So she was like, hey Enna, do you mind if I drop off grandpa and your mom first? Because their house is a little bit further than mine. But she was like, can I drop them off first? Because, you know, they're older and they probably can't stand the heat. And I was like, yeah, of course. And she was like, okay. So we go all the way back to their house, drop them off. And I'm like, cool. We get to their house. She turns off the car. And I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, I gotta make a call. And I was like, okay. Can you make a call with the car on so the AC is on? Or can I like, you know, go into your house for a while. And she's like, 2 minutes. And I was like, okay, but can you just have the car on for the 2 minutes? It's still fucking like 30 something degrees outside. Like, honestly. Okay, I'm not even joking. I know it was the evening, but like it was like literally like 35 something. Okay? So I was like, can I go into the house? She's like, no, you don't have to go into the house. It's just 2 minutes max. And I was like, okay. So anyways, I just sit there for 2 minutes while she's in the front of the car. I don't know why, but she just sounds okay being in like 50 degrees, okay? Like, I don't get it. That's funny. So, yeah, my aunt isn't like dying. I don't really understand. Like, I don't think she feels. I think she's just like, I think she's just trying to kill me. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I think you just want to get rid of me or something. Yeah, she's crazy for that. So she actually like made a phone call. So she had an appointment with like, I didn't really hear specifically. I was like, I can't remember honestly. She had an appointment of some sort. So around that time it was like maybe like 6:50 p.m. let's say. So she said that she had an appointment at like 7:30. And she calls the person. She's like, I'm gonna get there at 7:30. And then they were like, yeah, 7:30 is great. And then she looks at me and she's like, well, actually, do you think there's gonna be traffic? And I was like, oh, I can take an Uber home, you know, if you have to rush to this appointment, there's no problem. She's like, no, it's okay. Saving you money, which is true, you know, I do save a lot of money if I like not take the Uber and she just drives me home. But I'm okay either way, you know, like I just want to get home, guys. I just want to go home. Low-key, I honestly didn't kind of want to go outside at that day because like it was so hot, but you know, I didn't want to miss like a dinner with family sort of thing. So she was just like, should I say 7:45? And I was like, yeah, maybe 7:45 just to be safe. And then she goes back on the phone. She's like, okay, yeah, I'll see you at 7:30. And I was like, what? Okay, sure. I mean, I was like, well, we got like about 40 minutes, so and it should be like enough time. And then I kind of like insisted again. I was like, you know, I can take an Uber. Like, it's really not a big deal. And she's like, no, it's okay. It's on the way anyway. So she means that like my home is on the way, you know, to her appointment area. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm in this car, you know, at least the AC is on properly this time because I'm sitting in the front. But honestly, at that point, I already feel really bad. And I was kind of like dozing off a bit because it was so hot and I couldn't really think. I probably fell asleep a little bit. And then like maybe probably like 25 minutes later into the drive, I'm asleep, okay? And she wakes me up really sudden. She's like, Enna! I was like, whoa, what's up? She's like, get out the car. And I was like, what? She's like, get out the car. I'm not gonna make it to my appointment. You're gonna have to walk home. And I was like, what? No fucking way. She's like, you're almost home. You're like halfway there. I was like, what? I was so like, I just woke up. I was like, what happened? And the thing is like, she didn't like park the car or anything. She was just like in a sort of like small traffic. Well, not traffic, but she was waiting at the red light. And she was like, get out, hurry. And it was already turning green light. And I was like, she just woke me. She's like, Enna, get out the car. And I was like, what? Just like, get out the car. Just walk home. And I was like, I couldn't even process what happening. So I just like listened. You know, I didn't have time to like really think like what. It was like, yeah, your home is like just a couple steps. Not a couple steps, by the way. It was a lot of steps. And then I was like, she's like, I'm gonna be late to my appointment. And I was like, okay. So I just leave. Like, when I left the car, I was like, Jesus Christ. And oh my god, I like got out of the car and it was so fucking hot outside. I barely had any time to wake up. I was like, what? I was so confused. I had to like look around the area to be like, where the fuck am I right now? And then I recognized the area, so I was like, well, I mean, it was about a 15-minute walk. Which I was like, you know, if it's a 15 to 20-minute walk, then it's like almost like a 5-minute Uber ride, which honestly, I was like, you know what, I'll just walk it home. Honestly, worst decision of my life. I think after that day, like I got really bad heat exhaustion. I think I was already on the verge of it because my aunt was honestly trying to torture me in that like hot car. So I walked home and the sun was just like on me. Kind of felt like I was being embraced by like the sun itself, you know. I feel like I was being engulfed in heat. And, you know, it wasn't a long walk or anything. Like, usually I can walk quite long. So 15 minutes was really nothing. It's just that it was so fucking hot. So I got home. And I didn't really feel too bad at first. But once I turned on, like, the AC, and then a couple hours later, oh my god, I felt so bad. I could see, like, sparks. I was like, this motherfucker, like, really fucked me up today. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, you stupid ass. Like, I can't believe you've been living your life like this. Like, who does this to someone? I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, who does this to anybody? Like, are you stupid? Like, are you crazy, woman? Like, Jesus, she probably thinks I'm really young and can handle a lot. I'm like, girl, this is not how humans are very fragile. Yeah, so I was like really sick after that. The next couple of days I was not feeling well. I'm kind of recovering now. I feel a little better, but I keep like getting really tired. Also, I like can't like stop diarrheaing like after that day. Like I was like, fuck. Like y'all really messed me up. Like went to a nice dinner and I can't even like digest it properly. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it really ruined my poop cycle. My precious, precious poop cycle has been ruined. I was like, shit. I'm dying. I'm dying and nobody cares. And also, my friend is still here, by the way, so... My friend actually also kind of got sick. Like, she didn't really have it bad, but she, you know, she would kind of get like a headache or like sore throat. So I was like, oh shit. But she didn't have like stomach problems or anything, so... It was just that. It was just way too hot, you know? So... You know, I mean, I had to kind of just like chill the next day. So, you know, my friend was really nice and chill and just like chilled with me. We didn't really do much. We were kind of just like recovering a bit. But then like the next day, like I took my friend out to kind of tour around the city. And it was a lot of fun, and it wasn't as hot anymore, so it was fine. But I guess like my body was still recovering. So I have a little bit of like body ache, which I really don't... It's like the type of body aches you feel after you get a fever. But I didn't get a fever or anything, I think. Pretty sure. It's just that my body really aches, and it still aches today. So next time I see my aunt, I'm just gonna tell her that she sucks. Yeah. And my mom is a bystander, so she sucks too. Thanks, guys. Thanks for making me die all the time. Did you get sunburned? You know, no. I don't really get sunburned too easily. What's wrong with your aunt? Honestly, I'm asking the same questions. I'm like, how? Why? I literally said I could take an Uber. I called my dad yesterday and I told him this. And my dad was like, she's always been like that. Ever since we were kids. She's always been like that. If you have a gut feeling that she's gonna fuck up your day, just take the Uber. I'm telling you right now, you should have taken the Uber. My dad was like, you should have been smarter. You know, like Chinese parents always think that you could have made a better decision in a very like... in a situation where you honestly don't know what is the better decision because you just think that most people are competent. You know what I mean? Like, you think that most people are competent, so you're like, whatever, it doesn't really matter, you know? I'm sure she will drive me home and then just go on to her appointment. Nobody really thinks that you're gonna leave someone halfway stranded on literally the hottest day of the year, you know? Yeah, so... I called my dad. My dad's like, you should be smarter. And I was like, I'm sorry, I can't use my brain after like waking up abruptly in a fucking hot box car in 40 degrees weather. I'm sorry, I really should do better. I should be able to do fucking calculus under the sun. And my dad's just being like, yeah, she's always been like that. You know, when your mother and I got married, blah, 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 blah. And the story's coming, and I'm like, okay. I love my auntie so much, but yes, she can make our lives a little miserable sometimes. During the most inconvenient times, unfortunately, you know? It's not like a random Tuesday. It's like a random Wednesday on like a hottest day of the year sort of thing, so, you know? So, next time, if there ever comes a weather where it's gonna be the coldest day of the year and she says she's gonna drive me home, I'm just gonna take an Uber, you know? Just gonna do it. Risk being kidnapped. Yeah, so that's how I got heat exhaustion, or I don't even know, I felt something. Yeah, I told my friend, I was like, not my friend who's visiting, but like another friend, I like was like, hey, I think I might have gotten heat exhaustion, but I'm not sure. And my friend was like, what are your symptoms? And I was like, well, I don't know, I just feel a little dizzy and a little bit nauseous, but like, I just been diarrheaing a lot. And they're like, that's not a symptom of heat exhaustion. And I was like, you sure? And she's like, yeah, you probably just ate something. And I was like, I don't feel like it's like food poisoning or anything. It feels kind of different. And they're like, nah, you're good. Everybody's been gaslighting me into everybody gaslights me into making me feel like I'm some healthy bitch or something. Like, I was just like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should just trust myself more. Yeah. So that's been something. I feel bad for my friend because like I wanted to like hang out with them with full energy, but the weather really just fucked me up. Or honestly, more than the weather, the people around me. Being exposed to intense sunlight or extreme heat can sometimes lead to diarrhea though. I know, that's what I thought too, but a lot of my friends were like, no, that's not a symptom. And I'm like, I feel like anything could be a symptom if you just feel bad enough, you know? I feel like if you're really cold or really fucking like hot, or you're just like being stabbed a bunch of times, like it makes a lot of sense for your body to shit itself, you know? Like, I'm serious, like, to think about it. Just think, you don't really need to experience it, you just have to think like, okay, I'm getting stabbed. Like, and now you're scared shitless, and now you're shitting. Like, it makes sense, it could happen. Yeah. Yeah, so like, anyways, besides that part, it's been pretty fun like hanging out with my friend. I'm ready for them to go home though, I'm tired. I'm not tired of them, I'm just really tired in general. I don't really feel like doing anything, probably because I feel like shit. And I kind of just want to lie on the floor and be dead. Yeah, I would like everybody to go home, please, thank you. Yeah, hosting can be exhausting. I like hosting people, you know, just not like simultaneously battling some sort of like exhaustion. I already have mental exhaustion like going on a daily basis. Like when you add heat exhaustion to it, it's just like, whoa, there's too many elements all at once. Yeah, I'm gonna socially hibernate after this. I'm just gonna play Night Rain for the whole week. I'm not even joking, I could probably do that. Why don't you get them to nurse you? My friend doesn't even know how to make dumplings. This morning, I was like, hey, I actually made some dumplings a couple days ago and I froze them in the freezer. Would you like to eat some? And they were like, yeah, I'd love to. And I was like, cool, you know, I'm gonna prepare this. Do you wanna maybe like just throw them in the water and stuff? And they're like, oh no, actually, I didn't say that before. They were like, do I put the frozen dumplings in the oven? And I looked at them and I was like, what? They're like, yeah, do I set it, what temperature do I set the oven to? And I was like, never mind, I'll just do it, bestie. Yeah, I was like, I didn't know what to say. I was like, that's fucking crazy. I can't believe you just said that. And they're like, well, I've never cooked dumplings before. I was like, yeah, sure. Honestly, in my head, I was like, you know, if you never cooked it before, I guess you wouldn't know. But then the other side of me that's more Asian is like, damn, you really failed in life, dude. Like, I don't know how you got this far. Like, come on, man. Like, it's like one of the easiest things to make. And I was like, okay. And they're like, well, I know how to make an egg. And I'm like, okay, that's not what I was asking, but whatever. You know, you don't have to be defensive. It's okay to, like, it's okay to feel a little bit of shame in life, you know? Like, sometimes I don't know how to do something. Like, I tried to put lettuce in the oven, okay? And I admitted that. Like, I was like, okay, that's a dumb thing to do. But my point is, like, you know, I take my failures and like embrace them. My friend was like low-key like panicking. They were like, well, I don't know how to make omo rice and fried rice. And I was like, okay. Well, that's great. Well, you haven't made them since you came here, so I don't have much evidence to go by. Let me just make the dumplings. We can all have a beautiful day. She was so cute. Hope she goes home soon. And yeah. I love myself when I'm like in the summer. It's just so hot and I just can't be with people. I'm not gonna lie. It's just too hot. It's just I just need like a breeze, you know? It's just like even when it's not as hot, there's just no breeze coming in. Like I just don't feel air. It's like suffocating. Omo rice is low-key hard. I guess, maybe. Depends. You just make fried rice and then you put an egg on top. But you know what? Once upon a time, I didn't know how to cook either. Although when I didn't know how to cook, I was still a teenager. So... anyways, if you guys are like above the age of 25 and you don't really know how to cook, that's kind of your problem. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can't help but like be like straightforward about this. If you don't know how to cook after the age of 25, and that's already kind of late. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing. What about demi-glace sauce? Personally, don't really like the demi-glace sauce too much. Sometimes it's a little too rich. I guess you can always adjust it if you make it yourself, but I feel like it's a little too, like, salty? I think that's true even for 20-year-olds. Well, I was being a lot nicer. I'm in my teens and I know how to cook. Well, good for you, you know? My mom always bragged about the fact that she knew how to cook at the age of 5. She was like, I had 2 sisters to take care of, and when my parents went to work, I was the only one in the house who could cook. And I was only 5 years old. And I look at this woman and I'm like, well, now you're like 60 and dependent and... I mean, do you really want me to list things out, guys? Like, I'm not gonna lie, okay? Maybe I have a lot of things I can brag about today at this age. But, maybe as I get older, it's not gonna mean anything anymore because I'm just gonna be some, like, useless... like, yeah, like, I could brag as much as I want now, but later on in life, I could just be more dependent on someone else. And honestly, sometimes I worry because I'm like, well, I don't have kids. Who am I gonna depend on? Maybe nobody will take care of me. Or help me take care of me. Maybe I'll just actually shit my pants and have to really clean it up myself. Slowly. Or I'll shit my pants and even worse, I don't even know I shat my pants. It's crazy. You're gonna have a beautiful husband. Well, if he's beautiful, I'll try to hold that shit in. I'd offer to help, but I'm gonna need help up and down the stairs before then. No, I don't think you can help me. I think by the time I'm really old, I'm probably gonna be... I'll be the one cleaning up your shit. And honestly, I don't really want to do that. So let's stay far away from each other. I saw an interview that said women with a strong friend group are taken care of better by those friends when they're old and sick than their own families. Well, Lyra and Millie often joke about dying early. And at some point, I'm sometimes like, I don't know if you guys are joking anymore because y'all sleep at like 6 a.m. You know how Lyra like streams 12 hours like every week or something? Not every week, but like a little bit too often than she should. Yeah, I know my friends are gonna live that long, I'm not gonna lie. You do the same joke. Well, I do the same joke because I feel like I'm gonna die from stress or something. That's different. I'm like always freaking out or like stress from, you know, the adults in my life putting me in a car that's 40 degrees. That sleep schedule can't be healthy. Well, I don't think I'm gonna actually outlive them. One time I went to a psychic with Babu, and actually the Babu, the psychic said that like Babu will outlive me. And I was like, honestly, I was kind of like, whoa, really? Okay, good for you. Babu was like, no! And I was like, why are you saying no in front of the psychic? At least, like, pretend. I'm so glad I'll die before. I don't want to see my friends die. That'll make me really sad. I'm already really sad, so I don't really need more of it. I would like to die first, but before my friends. You know, not anytime soon, but like when I'm older. So that they can be sad. Or they'll just like piss on my grave, I don't know. Whichever makes me happy though. Your grandpa has reached 93, you could still be around in 2080. I really don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna live that long. I have a feeling. I'm just too stressed way early on. Ever since I was like young, I've always had so much to deal with, so I think it's already starting to kind of take a toll on me. Mentally, physically now. And it's probably not gonna get better because I'm just getting older. So, I probably won't live till 90. Probably. But that's also just like what I think. The universe doesn't care about what I think. It just does whatever it wants. Just a roll of the dice. I guess. Who wants to live till 90? I don't know, I thought most people would want to. Speaking of husbands, have you seen the upcoming Love and Deep Space banner? I might have to skip my mortgage payment this month just to get everything. What? You have a mortgage payment? That's crazy. Thank you for the super, Lin Kurosawa. I did see the banner. Honestly, I'm kind of poor. And when I say kind of, I mean that I'm kind of like spending over my budget. Or like close to it. Because I haven't really been streaming things that... that bring monetization, which is completely my choice. And I don't regret it. Because I love happiness over money. And honestly, like, yeah, because people keep visiting, I just have to spend a little bit more because I take them out and stuff and want to treat them, which is also my choice, so. It's just like the timing of things. So I think for this banner, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch it off of my Oomphies account because I know that she's gonna pull. And so when she pulls, I'm hoping she'll accidentally get Caleb and then I can watch it through her. And that is my plan. Yeah. What if she doesn't pull Caleb? Very easy solution. I will kill myself. There. Done. That's it. Well, she basically has to pull. That's so toxic. Yeah, so like... But honestly, like, the banners have been coming back to back. I'm not even lying. Like, it comes like every 2 to 3 weeks and I'm like... this is the gacha life, I guess. Like, I'm pretty new to gacha, so I'm kind of surprised that, like, the banners are coming in like... Like, oh, like, I feel like I just made out with Caleb and now we're getting married. Like, what's happening? It's so fast-paced. It's like faster than Night Rain. I'm like, hello? Man, we are backtracking on the I love myself this year. Honestly, not really. I've been really happy. It's just that, you know, my problems don't go away, but like, I've been in a really good space this year. A lot of cool things happen. I just like to complain, honestly. It's kind of like my hobby, which I say every time. What happens if Caleb finishes faster than the Night Rain circle? What do you mean finishes? Like his banner? Well... honestly, I'm thinking maybe one day Love and Deep Space will have a banner where you get to grow old with, like, the character that you like. Damn. Maybe there's gonna be an alternate universe where the characters will show up old and you like grow old with them. Can you imagine like an old wrinkly Silas? Do you think the Silas girlies will still like Silas if he's old? Maybe like half of them will leave. Gonna be like, my immersion! Caleb with a beard? I don't know if any of these guys can grow a beard, can they? They just look, their skin looks so smooth. Their skin looks smoother than mine. Now I'm an anime girl. I'm gonna play it when that happens. Honestly, if we get to grow old with these like Love and Deep Space guys, like I would totally pull for that banner. Not gonna lie. You want them with beards? I mean, I don't mind. I don't really care. How old is old? Like 93? Pinkerton, thanks for the super. Keep Bird alive, super. Wishing your Oomphy luck on her polls. Thank you so much. I will literally give 20 bucks to my Oomphy. Be like, please, I'm gonna give this to you and manifest. I really need you to get Caleb by accident. Because she's an Xavier girly. How old are you? Old enough to sleep with your mother. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, I haven't really been doing much except hanging out with my friends and being kind of sick. That's about it. What have you guys been doing? Call an ambulance, but not for me. Yeah, it's for me. Enjoying my day at work? That's crazy. Good for you. Doing housework right now. Wow, responsible. Work, night rain, friends. That's literally me. Went out with a friend today. Awesome. Watched the new Alien stage. Oh my god, I saw that on Twitter, but then I closed it because I didn't want to see spoilers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rewatch the whole thing so I can watch the end. I'm so excited. I can't believe Alien stage is like ending after 2 years. And they really improved on like the... what's it called? Their animations too, you can really tell from like the very first Alien stage. I hurt my foot pretty bad this Sunday, but otherwise I'm bang chillin'. Oh my gosh, be careful. There's a lot of nerves in our feet, so please be careful. I'm scared to watch it. Yeah, I feel like I really need to mentally prepare myself. I saw that it was like 8 minutes long, like the video. So what I want to do is I want to like watch the entire thing from the start and then finish it. Yeah. Prepping for an internship tomorrow. Awesome. Still don't know what Alien stage is. Honestly, if you don't know at this point, I think you're just like not chronically online enough. Or maybe not chronically online on Twitter, which is a good thing. But you're free to look it up. It's like basically a bunch of awesome songs accompanied by a story that's pretty like gruesome. So that's about it. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, also there's a lot of gay people in there, so if you guys love the gays, happy Pride Month, we're still in it. I actually had an idea to do something for Pride Month, but because my friend had a life crisis and wanted to come here, I will probably have to do it in July. But I had something planned. I always have something planned and they're always foiled. They're always foiled by these darn kids who have life crisis. You know how many people have visited me? And I don't know why, but a lot of people visit me and they're like, oh my god, yeah, I think I'm thinking about flying near where you live and just, you know, seeing how you are. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool. I always fall for that. And then on like day 3 or like 4, they're like, actually, there's been some things going on in my life. And I'm like, this is like a very reoccurring pattern that's been happening. Like the past, like this year, last year, you know? Like they'll start off like, oh yeah, I'm just kind of like nearby your city. Like just wondering if you have any time to meet up. I'll be like, sure, of course I'd love to like touch base and just see how you are too. And then like on the 3rd day, sometimes they'll be like, yeah, honestly, I've been keeping this to myself. But this has been happening to me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's why you came to my amazing 5-star Airbnb. This makes so much sense. You're here for free. I need to start charging people, I swear to God. Like every single time somebody comes to my house, I like scrub literally everything. I know I don't have to, but I have to. Okay, I like clean the toilet. I clean like inside the sink. I don't even know how to describe it. Like I don't even know how you do it. I just do it. I like fix doors, okay? I didn't even realize my door was broken until someone was about to come into my house and I was like, my door is broken. I have to fix it. And I'm like, wow. So I feel like next time I'm gonna charge people. I'm gonna be like, if you want to stay for like 3 days, it's $500. No, but actually I'm quite happy that a lot of my friends find comfort bothering me. Maybe I should word it differently. I find a lot of comfort that people like to disrupt my life because their life is disrupted. It makes me feel like they want to be closer to me. And and like I'm all for that. No, I'm kind of joking-ish. I just like to be alone. But like my friends who want to rely on me, I'm happy, and of course they're very, very polite. Sometimes they buy my groceries. Sometimes they like try to do chores, but they just don't quite know where everything is, which is very fair because, you know, you don't live here. It's really cute that they try. So, it's cute that they try to clean. And they're like, yeah, I did this. And I'm like, great, that's awesome. Well, if it was me, I would be scrubbing it. But you know, you're not me. So, I'm not sure if you're wording it any better. Well, I just think it's really sweet that like my friends feel so comfortable in my house because I've always wanted to have like a house, or like not a house, but just like a space where I can call my own and have like good energy in it. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not very like spiritual, but like I believe that if you take care of the place that you live in, and you know, you kind of have your own like rhythm going on day to day, when people enter your house, they can really feel that. Like feng shui or something. Yeah, a little bit. So, I feel like a lot of people who visit my home, I hope they feel really comfortable. A lot of friends from like all over the world have come and visited this specific home. And they always tell me that it's really comfy and cute, and I'm really happy. Like, it's not really like a big space or anything. And, you know, they usually have to sleep on like the guest mattress. I don't even have a bed for them. It's just like a really comfy mattress, but on the floor. So sometimes I even feel bad that they have to sleep on the floor, but a lot of them have come back or like asked to come back, and I'm like, that's awesome, guys. I really need to do my job, but I'm really happy that like you guys think that you can come to this country for free and just not pay for anything. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but it's really nice to see people be comfortable in your space because it means that, you know, I just feel like for me, maybe I'm cultivating some good energy here, which is very ironic because like I feel like I don't, but maybe I do. One time I went to a psychic with Babu, and that psychic was like, honestly, you have really good energy. I don't have to cleanse my house. And I was like, why do you have to cleanse your house? It's like, I usually have to do it after reading somebody because I don't want the negative energy in my space. And I was like, wow. She's like, you're the first person in 8 years that I've read where I don't have to cleanse my house. And I was like, wow. And she's like, yeah, I don't really know why you're here. Most people who get a reading kind of want some answers to something that's troubling them. And I was like, well, I looked her really seriously in the eyes and I was like, can I be honest? Every single thing in my life troubles me, and I've just decided to let it all burn inside of me. and I know that I will carry these to my grave. And she looked at me and she was like, wow, it seems that you've like accepted all your shortcomings. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I just let them consume me and I'll die with them. And then I was like, just joking. And then I left. So, yeah. I don't know. Cleaned her house so much, she cleaned her aura. I think I just clean a lot. I don't think it's my energy. I think I just clean. Will she charge you for that? I know! Should have gotten a discount. I was like, can I get like 20 bucks off because you don't have to cleanse anymore? And she was like, I fucking hate it when people laugh. Like, stop. You think it's funny? I wasn't joking. Everybody always thinks I'm joking with this voice. I'm like, can I have a discount? And they're like, that's so cute. And I was like, okay, guess you're getting hit by a truck. I don't know. The fuck? Like, nobody takes me seriously. Even when I'm like slightly pissed, I'll like kind of be like, can you not do that? And they'll be like, aww, you don't like that? Oh, don't be such a negative Nancy. And I'm like, honestly, I could have just choked you out right here, but I decided not to, so you should be grateful. Like, I don't understand what you want from me, you know? These are very, like, rare occasions, but... that must be kind of infuriating. No. I don't really care. Honestly. I don't really care for a lot of things anymore. I feel like I almost feel like at the beginning of my Niji career, I cared a lot more about some things, but now I care even less, you know? And if you like rewind even more, like in my early 20s or even my teenage years, I cared way more. And now I really just don't care. I'm not sure if I don't care because I've let go of a lot of things, or if I just am so depressed. So I sometimes can't tell. But it doesn't matter. Because I'm in a good space. I know it sounds like I'm coping, but it's true. Yeah, I'm really happy that like my friends like come to me. Whether or not I give them like good advice, I don't really know how to judge. I feel like kind of bad sometimes because I don't know if they're asking for advice, but you know, I think they just mainly want somebody to listen, so I'm good with that. Sometimes I do want to try to give advice, and I guess sometimes maybe I could be a little too strict, because sometimes somebody will be like, well, I struggle with this, and I'm like, just do it. Like, I struggle with it too, but honestly, that's kind of like, the first step is always the hardest. You kind of just have to do it. You know, a lot of the things that we struggle with, that we have to do, but can't seem to do, you just kind of have to do it. That's about it, you know? Yeah. But, you know, easier said than done. Unless they need flirting/date/romantic advice, I'm sure you are giving them good advice. Hey, I give really good advice on romance too. Like, sometimes they'll come to me and they'll be like, my boyfriend is do-do-do-do, and I'm like, and then they'll be like, do you think he's ignoring me? And I'm like, I think he just has a job, and I think if you had a job, you'd also be less insecure because you know how it feels to be busy during the day. Like, you know, I literally said that to a friend once. They're like, so my boyfriend hasn't been texting me. And I was like, how long have you been dating? And they were like, about 6 months. I feel like the honeymoon phase is over. And I was like, does he work? He's like, yeah, he works in medicine. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, do you know how much time you have to dedicate when you study medicine or like work in medicine? He's like, yeah, I understand. But he used to just like give like even an emoji. And I'm just like, honestly, you're lucky that if you ever have a stroke, he can probably figure out how to get you to the hospital as soon as possible, and that's gonna save your life, and not a fucking emoji on like your stupid ass app. And she's like, wow, you're so mean. And I was like, yeah, that's why you should love your boyfriend more, because there's more mean people out in this world more than me. So be grateful, bitch. And I was so right, because, you know, they're just busy with work. My boyfriend doesn't even send me an emoji. Well, I guess some people just don't use emojis. I feel like your friends are just unreasonable. No, they're not. They just feel real. They're just very emotional. I have a lot of emotional friends, so even though, you know, objectively they know these things, like, they can still feel, which I know it's like, you know, it's a thing. It's not like I don't feel it either, you know. I just like to play and tease them and kind of remind them in a comedic way, like, hey, I know, like, you already know objectively that this person loves you so much and they're not ignoring you, because if they were, they would probably just break up with you, you know, or they would just not talk to you at all. And if that happens, then they're not worth it. So it's that simple. It's that simple, but not on the heart. Also, I feel like they gotta start paying me, seriously, like. But the thing is like, when I get really emotional, which is very rare, well, no, not really. I do get emotional, but like, when I actually go to someone, people are so strict with me. And like, it's the one time where I, you know, pretty objective or pragmatic all year round, except for like that Wednesday on like June 4th or something. It's a very specific day, but you know, that's just how I tell my stories. I'll be like, I feel like nobody likes me. And then my friends will kind of be like, yeah, they don't. I was like, thanks. Next time somebody breaks up with you, I'm going to make a whole documentary on why they did. Thank you very much. Yeah. Sometimes you don't need someone to tell you what to do, but someone to just listen and understand. Yeah. It's really funny, my friends think that I sit across from them and I think that I understand everything that they say. I'm actually just sitting across from them thinking about nothing. That's why they keep coming back. They're like, wow, she has nothing to say. She's really thinking about what I'm saying. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm thinking about night rain. I'm not even joking. I'm thinking about night rain. Or dark stills. Either or. That's what I'm thinking about. So, sometimes I only catch the last that I'm really good at this. Sometimes I do zone out. Not because they're boring, but because my brain is honestly disintegrating. And I'll literally like just catch the last sentence. And I'm really, really good at like pretending like I listened to the whole paragraph. I feel really bad when this happens because I can't quite control it. Like I could, but like sometimes I'm just really tired. And I just like, honestly, I'm just not paying attention. I feel really bad. So once I like kind of realize that it's happening, I super duper try to focus on what they're saying, but I'm sometimes just really tired. So some people, like they'll be saying something and I'll literally just catch the last sentence and I'm like, oh, so did this and this happen? And they'll continue kind of like explaining and I'll kind of like put the puzzle back together and I'm like, okay, this is what they're talking about. Like I'm really, really good at it. I think that's like my #1 talent, like pretending that I'm paying attention. Yeah. You must daydream a lot. No, I'm not even daydreaming. I'm just like really tired, so I'm kind of like spacing out. I'm not thinking about anything. It happens. I'm sure it happens to everyone. But like, I feel like I do it really good. So some of my friends also do it, but like they kind of just tell me, they're like, I'm so sorry, I just spaced out. Could you tell me again? And I'm like, that's okay. I totally understand. I do that too. Except I lie. Yeah. It's funny. Yeah, sorry I don't have much stories to tell you guys. I've literally just been like, you know, suffering from heat exhaustion. But yeah. Don't catch you spacing out, it's like it never happened. Anyways, I also wanted to kind of like look at some is there like a Steam sale going on? Being able to BS things is actually sometimes a sign of high IQ. Okay, now you're just tooting my horn. You guys really know how to toot my horn. I could literally say anything like evil or good and you guys will be like, you know, murdering 7 people in about 3 days is a sign that you're really good at what you do. Like, okay, thank you. Thank you, my divas. Yeah, there's like a summer sale right now. I want to look at some games. How the fuck do I like open... There's no way I have high IQ, guys. I don't even know how to use Steam after all these years. Okay, let's see the featured in the store. Summer sale. I think there's like a visual novel discount too. I don't really know what games I want to play when I'm playing games like Night Rain and Dark Souls, but I really want to play games that are fun. Much like everyone else. No Steam sale on Dark Souls 2 or 3? No! It's okay, I'll wait. I'm not done Dark Souls, so we can still wait. I don't really know what to, Will you try Date Everything? Oh! I saw Luca and I think Alira play it. Wait, let me look it up. Okay, I was curious about what that is. Okay, let me see. Date Everything. So let me read the summary. What is it about? Date Everything is a sandbox dating simulator set in the comfort of your own home. I don't get to leave! Featuring 100 fully voice-acted dateable characters. Let the romance flow between your bed, smoke alarm, and overwhelming sense of existential dread. Whoa! Okay, so like literally everything. Okay. Alright then. This is a very interesting concept. It's overwhelmingly positive. Okay. Holy shit. Like 40 bucks. That's awesome. That means that they put a lot of budget into this game. Okay. Alright. I'll put this in the cart. Yeah, because I saw them play. I saw some of the Niji people play, so it looked kind of fun. Okay. Are there any... Okay, so I've been kind of... Actually, today, even today, before I decided I just wanted to yap. Are there any, like, fun simulator games? Sometimes I just don't want to think. I don't think anyways, but I just don't want to think. Since you seemed interested in it last time, Transistor is 80% off. Ooh. Oh, I think I remember. The gorgeous game by the same devs as Hades. Not a roguelike. Thank God. I'm so bad with roguelike. Look at Night Rain. Okay, let me check it out. Goat Simulator? That's funny. Oh, wow. Oh, right, okay. Sci-fi themed RPG. Yeah, it definitely really looks similar to Hades. Like, animation-wise? Okay, I'll put this in the cart. 80% off. That's a steal! Expedition 33. I do want to eventually play that game, but I know it's a really, like... You need to commit to that game. So, I'd like to finish Dark Souls first before I start it. Playing Transistor right now and it's so fun. Okay. Baldur's Gate? Yeah, I'm not playing Baldur's Gate. That's too long. Sorry, guys. This is so long. I'd love to watch Power Washing Simulator. Yeah, I feel like I was in a collab where I think I might have seen somebody play it or was in... Yeah. Looked pretty satisfying. Power washing. Dun, 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 dun. Halloween seasonal? What does that mean? Oh, you get to like wash a Halloween theme? Ooh, that's fun. This is kind of like a DLC. Okay. Oh, it is. Okay, so you have to get the base game. Okay. Yeah, that's a really fun... It's like one of those Zatsu games. I love cleaning. I really like the blood one. I forgot what it's called. Do you guys remember when we played the one where we had to clean up after, like, murderers or something? Umamusume. Yeah, crime scene cleaner. That was fun. I like that one. It was so satisfying. I love cleaning, guys. Well, I don't love cleaning, but I like cleanliness. What the heck is umamusume? Oh, this is free. Are these like horse girls? Honestly, guys, with the amount of jokes I make with horses, I don't know if you guys want me to play this. They have a lot of like cool seiyus. You don't say Jack. Oh, it's a gacha game. Oh my god. Did we ever get like perms for Pigeon Simulator? Is it called Pigeon Simulator? Pigeon Dating Simulator? Excuse me. Is it called Pigeon? I don't remember what it's called. Oh! Hateful Boyfriend. Hatoful. Uma Musume Support Fund. Okay. So, do you have some sort of kink with, like, horse girls? Interesting. We're learning something very new about the Alu peeps. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, this is a really famous, like, game from back in the day. It was, like, a really old one. I don't know if I can play this. I want to play it because I think it's funny, but I don't know how... I think I can do it if I don't look at the faces of the birds, but honestly, some of them are kind of, like, making me already, like, itchy. Oh my god, I saw the trailer! I can't play it. I can't play it. I saw the trailer and there's, like, a moving pigeon and it freaked me out. Never mind. It's, like, the worst horror game of my life. I'm gonna go back. I'm really bad with pigeons. And birds. But, like, pigeons, they just have, like, this look. It makes me really uncomfortable. I feel like if I play this game, I have to play it with someone. Maybe I'll ask Diego. Maybe I'll ask Wilson. Or Babu. Maybe everyone else should just play it and not me. You hate certain birds more than others? Well, pigeons have, like, red eyes. Like, red eyes are just freaky. Sometimes I even think the goat eyes are freaky. There's just like a square or like a rectangle. It's like, what the fuck? What did you eat? What's another game? What's a game that's kind of like... You know that... Oh, fuck. What's it called? It's There's like this game where we got to like unpack. I think it's literally called Unpack or something. Kind of like those. Unpacking. Yeah, I kind of really like those type of games. It's so cozy. But I could never find another game that was kind of similar to that. I wish they had like a DLC or something. I love that game. It was so nice. I play House Party. A little to the left. Yeah, I mean, it's a little different, but a little to the left I think is more stressful. Because you can't just put it everywhere. There's like a pattern you have to figure out. A Short Hike is a really cozy game too. Okay, let me check that out. House Party would be hilarious if they let you. Wait, is it really that? Oh shit, it is inappropriate. It's not for all ages. Okay, let me check it out. I remember somebody played House. I remember somebody played House Party. I don't know. I mean, is it really that inappropriate? Is there like a censor? It's a porn game? No fucking way. I thought you're not allowed to have porn games on Steam. Is House Party? Is House Party? Scarlett played House Party? Okay, let me check when she played it. Of course Scarlett played. Scarlett's so funny. Carla, House Party. Okay, let's see. Oh shit, streamed it 2 years ago. Crazy. Okay. Well, it's an option. Get a little freaky on the summer. Maybe I'll learn something, and then next time somebody asks about, like, me, I'll be like, yeah, I went to a party the other day, and, some girl took off her clothes, and then I filmed them dancing on a table, you know, like, that'd be a wild story, but it'll all be, like, in a game, and nobody would know. They'll think that I'm a normie. Ooh, A Short Hike looks so cute! Oh Aww, this is a really cute game. It's also pixel. I love that. Didn't you have a sleepover that got gay? That's a good summary. First of all, it's okay to be gay. But the problem was that I was 14 at the time, and it was my first sleepover, and I think there was some cheating going on, so that I do not condone. And I wasn't comfy. I feel like if you want to have gay moments, intimate moments of any type, like gay or not, it should be consensual and healthy and comfy. Yes. It's kind of fucked, bro. Yeah. You can try Nalad. Okay, let me see. Nyad. Oh, sorry, that was an L. Ooh, this one's really pretty too. Immerse yourself in a relaxing, minimalist, and colorful adventure. Flow with Nyad across the mysterious river and interact with its fauna and flora to discover little secrets. Cute! This is really cute! Sorry, every time I see swimming, I just think about, I don't know, opera or something. Cute! Okay. I only have gay moments with my cousin. Well, you can keep those moments to yourself, I'm not gonna lie. Coffee talk? Oh, I think I've seen Uki play that. Coffee talk. Hey, first stream I've ever caught. Just been a music fan. Honestly, should have stuck to being a music fan. My streams suck. Talk about inappropriate things, borderline get in trouble. Honestly, not anymore. I've been a really big goody two-shoes since like I'd like to say 2023. But I can't quite remember actually. So, I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl now. Yeah. La 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 la. This is so cute. So like, what did they even talk about? Brewing heart-to-heart talking simulator about listening to fantasy-inspired modern people's problems. Oh my god, coffee talk is literally my life. Like people coming into my home and telling me their life crisis, except for this is like a coffee shop. This is oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna put this in my cart. That's literally my life. And a simulator. Oh my god, 3 of you guys said the same thing in a row. It's crazy. Has anyone recommended VA 11? Oh yes. Actually, many years ago. There's a lot of people who recommend me the same games every time I decide to ask you guys for recommendations, and then I just end up playing like I don't know, I just end up playing like Dark Souls. But I do really consider them. Like I just really need motivation to like look into these games more. This one looks so cool, aesthetic. Whoa, waifu's technology in post-dystopia life. So like, is this almost kind of like a visual novel? Okay, it's just a screenshot. It's like Coffee Game but set up in a bar. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like the same thing. Oh yeah, it is. How about Helldiver 2? Oh, one of my friends in real life, I think, plays Helldiver, and okay, this was one of those moments where like he was explaining it and I like zoned out, and he was like, you should play Helldivers because the setting is in a dystopian blah 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 blah, and then blah 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 blah, and you can play multiplayer blah 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 blah. And then I'm like, whoa, Dark Souls. You know what I really want to play? I want to play Silent Hill. Oh my god, I'm gonna type it in. Silent Hill. I want to play Silent Hill F. So bad. Coming September 25th. Oh my god, guys. 2 months! I'm so scared of playing. Like, I saw the trailers for this game and it's terrifying. I don't even know if I can do it, but I'm gonna do it. Because you know why? Because my fucking biggest Oshi, like, he's my biggest Oshi, like my Kami Oshi. Ryukishi is involved in this game and I have to play it. Like, even if I can't stream it, I have to play it, like, by myself in this room. Like, I have to. It's something that we have to do. I really, really, really want to play this game. September 25th. Okay, I'm literally gonna put on my Google Calendar. I didn't even know that they put out a date. Okay. Silent Hill. Oh shit, that's not September. That's June. My bad. September. Silent Hill F comes out. You play certain games offline only? Not really. Like, I only play games with friends offline. I never play games by myself. Like, very rarely. The last time I played a game offline by myself was Elden Ring. But usually I just play games like League of Legends or like Night Rain. It's just kind of like be social, I guess. I don't really play games, guys. I don't really have the habit of just like being like, oh, I don't have anything to do, let's play a game by myself. I don't really do that. I hope you can play it on stream or else where else can I experience it? I know, I really, really hope that we can too. I'm really, really, really hoping we can play Silent Hill F on stream. It would be really cool. It's just like I would honestly play this game, even though it's super fucking scary looking, and like I will literally get nightmares, but I will do it. Crossing my fingers, yeah. I think it's funnier that Enna isn't really a gamer, makes the Dark Souls streams more entertaining. Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people who play games kind of like, you know, from soft games or just like games in general, like they have this like, it's kind of like their hobby, you know? But honestly for me, I really, really only play most video games when I'm streaming. And the only other time I play games is just to hang out with my friends. So for example, my offline friend who plays Night Rain with me and my other offline friend, like when she's not playing with us, she's still playing Night Rain solo by herself. She's not a streamer though, so she just plays by herself. I don't really do stuff like that. I just don't feel like it, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. Maybe I only started playing games a lot when I joined Niji, so I probably have this habit of just wanting to experience the games like with you guys instead. I think it's a little bit more meaningful and it's a little bit more memorable. And I don't know, I just feel like if I played something for the first time all by myself, I don't really get to share it with anyone, and so it's not really as fun in my eyes. That being said, you know, there are games where I'm excited to play, but only because I played them for the first time like on stream. So for example, like I really like the Resident Evil franchise because I started playing that on stream, and I only like the Silent Hill franchise because I played it on stream, or like the FromSoft games. So I only started really liking games because I got to play a lot of them for the first time on stream, and it was really fun. So I guess like now I'm kind of more like I would prefer to play games with you guys instead of just like by myself offline. So that's probably why like I don't play games offline that much. I mean, I guess the only like a game that I kind of played before offline was Tetris, but it's more so to kind of and Animal Crossing. But that was more during like COVID, so there really wasn't anything to do sometimes. Glad you enjoyed them so much. Yeah, love Oh, you know what I wanted to play that I stole from my friend? Okay, so like couple weeks, not even a week, like I think like it's been almost like a couple months. A couple months back, I met up with a friend and she was showing me their really cool VR set. And then I tried it out and I almost wanted to throw up. But there was always this game that I really wanted to play and I don't remember what it's called. Okay, I found it. It's called Maestro. Okay, so I stole their VR set. And by stole, I mean I asked them. I was like, can I borrow them, please? And they're like, okay, only because I'll be coming back soon for work. So like, they'll be coming back to Canada for work purposes. So then I'll give them the VR set back. It's really funny because I've been holding on to this for weeks. And I just forgot that I had it. I think my friend who lent it to me even was like, are you using that VR set? And I was like, shit. No. And she's like, so on my phone it tells me that there's no more charge. And I was like, wow. I didn't know your phone could tell you when something isn't charged from that far away. And they're like, yep. And I was like, okay, I'll charge it. And I never charged it because I forgot again. I'm gonna charge it right after the stream. So, yeah, guys, see, like, I don't play video games. I don't remember. So I've always wanted to play in my... Actually, I'm gonna try to set it up. I'm gonna try to set up this VR... I might throw up, though, okay? Because I'm really bad with VR. But I want to set it up so that I want to play Maestro so bad. Oh my god. I literally, like, remembered right now. I'm gonna add this. It's 32% off. Awesome. Charge it now? Okay, fine. I'll charge it now. I'll charge it now, okay? The only way. Charge it now. Charge it. The USB-C. Okay. I pray we get to see some Beat Saber. Oh my god, that's the game that I played on their VR when they visited. But like, I get so nauseous. I'll work up towards it. Let me like, maybe if I use it a little more often, I can maybe do some. And my friend also told me one rule. He was like, you have to promise me something. And I was like, don't worry, I'm not gonna break your VR set. They're like, no. Promise me that if you play, you're gonna have somebody stand by you. And I was like, what? I don't need parental guidance. And they're like, no, you have no space in your room and I don't want you to hit your head and be unconscious. And I looked her in the eyes and I was like, that's all I've ever wanted. All I've ever wanted was just to be unconscious for a couple hours and be at peace. So I don't have to live this life. And she's like, I'm serious. And I was like, okay, so maybe I'll try to ask Millie or something. Otherwise, I feel like, honestly, they were so serious about this that when I joked about it, they were kind of like, if you don't do this, I'm gonna actually be angry. And I'm like, wow, you're very strict on this. Okay, sure. And they're gonna know because they're gonna watch my streams, or if I lie to them, like blah, blah, blah. Damn, my friends are pretty strict sometimes. That's a good friend. Yeah, unfortunately. Tiny Asian girl dies in VR accident. Doesn't... See? Now that's some news that's interesting. Not some weird ass shit, like, I don't even know. That would be good news. Not good news, but like news that would be actually interesting and true. Did you check Waltz of the Wizard? Okay, let me check it. Hold on, stop moving, chat. Okay. Wait, you'll do the Sword Art Online thing? No. We don't talk about Sword Art Online. Okay? I should put a rule in my chat that we should never mention Sword Art Online. Oh yeah, I wanted to play Super Hot too, right? Waltz of the Wizard. You know what? Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time for me to open up my VR arc. This one seems really cute. Very like fantasy. Okay. You mean your motion sickness arc? Yeah. I mean, I might have to take a lot of breaks though, not gonna lie guys. Like the VR really does make me motion sick, but so I'll make sure to like maybe take some breaks in between. I'm a bit late, but have you considered giving Monster Hunter a try? It's very fun. I think you would vibe with it. Thanks for the super, Miguel. Honestly, I have checked out that game and watched some people play it. I don't really feel like it's something I want to play. I have watched some of my friends play it because they really like this game. It kind of reminds me of like Final Fantasy a bit. I don't know. It's like not super duper in my interest. But maybe it's the type of game that when I start playing it myself, it might be better. Just dropped in. Have you seen Blood Typers? A few games that look fun are House of Legacy, Teetopia. Oh, Teetopia. T? Remnant 2, Lords of the Fallen, Wandering Sword, and Wedding Witch. Okay, okay. Thank you for the super, Voitan. Let me check out some of these. Hold on. That's a big-ass list. Don't you wear glasses? VR never worked with my frames. Could only use it with contacts. Oh! I mean, sometimes I can't use contacts, though. I guess when I play VR, I'll have to put in contacts. Oh my god, that's a horror game, no? Oh, is it one of those games where you type and then you like... Ooh, I love this sort of game. There's like another one that had the same concept, but like... I don't think we could get like... terms for it. Wait, is it coming soon or is it already here? Special promotion. Offer ends July 10th. Ooh! Ooh! Okay. Definitely something up my alley. Let me check out... I want to check out Teetopia. Because it has the word tea in it. Oh my god! A game about tea? Immerse in Teetopia's enchanting world. A farming game steeped in Chinese culture. Oh my god, that's for me! That's for me! Forge bonds with pets and unravel secrets in this captivating journey. Okay. Kind of reminds me of Stardew Valley. Okay. What about Lords of the Fallen? Hold on. Lords of the Fallen. Okay. Holy shit. This one kind of reminds me of Dark Souls. Literally kind of looks like it. You should check out Dream Daddy. I would sell my soul for Enna to play a Yakuza game. Oh shit. I know when to play that game. Don't worry guys. I know when. Gotta turn off the adult scenes? Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Remnant 2. Survivors of humanity against new deadly creatures and godlike bosses across terrifying worlds. Play solo or co-op. Oh, you can play co-op. That sounds fun. That reminds me of Dead Space. Who's gonna put up with me except Reimu? I feel like Reimu's the only person who would ever put up with me in like this sort of co-op game because I really suck. Okay, let's see. What? Oh, what? Oh. Oh shit, I pressed back by accident. I want to see what Wedding Witch is. Wedding Witch. Cute art. Oh my god. What is this trailer, guys? Whoa. Whoa. Crazy. What's happening? Wait, where's my chat? I literally, like, pressed away. You guys go. Oh shit. Come on, chat. Wait. My screen's just blank. Hello? Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. What is this game? It's just like a hot woman. Oh my god! Oh, I don't know if I can play this on stream. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me check out the Yakuza game. Is it the one from like... What's the one where Baka Mitai is from? Like... Baka Mitai... Yakuza 0? Okay. Yeah, I've actually always wanted to play this game too. But are we allowed to play the song? That's the part. That's the part I want to hear the most. Are we allowed to play the song? You can play the song? No fucking way. Really? Oh my god. Shit. Watching that cutscene would be... on mute would be kind of funny though, not gonna lie. Really? 0 is the original. Okay, because there's a lot. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I've always wanted to play Yakuza. I just keep forgetting. Baka Mitai is such a meme song, but it's actually such a good song. It's written very nicely. I love the Baka Mitai Snow Halation remix. That's very interesting. I need to look that up later. I feel like every song goes with Snow Halation. That's my theory. There's so many Yakuza. There's like 2... There's like... What does that say? I can't see. It's so small. Kiwame? Kiwami? Oh. Wow, there's so many. I remember trying Skyrim with my friend. It was so not what I thought it was. Okay. I remember you mixed Snow Halation with Pokemon. Yeah! And it worked! I told you guys, it worked! Okay, I got a few games that I'm pretty interested in playing. Some of them require some commitment though, so I kind of want to. It might be a while until I really play some of the more longer games because my style of streaming is honestly to play one committed game at a time. When I have like 2 going on at the same time, I'm already really overwhelmed with like Night Rain and Dark Souls simultaneously. There's so many things I want to do. I wish I had like my 17-year-old energy to do all this. I don't know how Lyra does it. She plays so many video games. I think she's just like so big brain she can just handle it. I miss when you would play Detroit or Watch Dogs. I know, I love those type of games too. Are there any games that are kind of like that too? Those are like some of my favorite games of all time. Detroit and Watch Dogs. Would you want to be a VTuber if you're 17? Probably not. I was still dealing with a lot of stuff. I already played Watch Dogs 2. Wait, did I? I did! Did I not? No, I did. I did play Watch Dogs 2. Wait, chat, did I? I'm pretty sure I did. Store. How do I get to the search? Wait, did I never play Watch Dogs 2? Wait. What the fuck? Did we all collectively forget? Okay. Watch Dogs 2, Enna Alouette. What? Are you sure? I swear to God I played it. No. I didn't. I only played Watch Dogs. What the fuck? I have it in my Steam though. What? I swear I played Watch Dogs 2, no? Is this not Watch Dogs 2? What did I play then? Wait, so I only played Watch Dogs? Maybe you played it offline? No, I didn't. I never... It doesn't... I didn't. How many hours did you play on Steam? Okay, wait, let me... I know I have the game. Oh, I haven't installed it yet. Okay, yeah, so I didn't play it. Wait, why do I keep thinking I played it? Maybe I'm confusing it with another game. Oh! Maybe I'm thinking about Hitman. Yeah, I think I'm thinking about Hitman. I think I played Hitman 2 or something. Or Hitman 1. And 2. Oh, yeah. I often get those two confused. Yeah, I played that. Okay. Or like Hitman 1. Okay, that's why I was confused. Okay. Wait, we should play Watch Dogs then. I'm so bad at that game. Okay. You finished it? Yeah. Damn, guys, we're all so fucking old. Like... Or is it just me? I don't know. I literally can't remember anything. I need to go to the doctor. Assassin's Creed. I'm trying to see what's related to like Watch Dogs. Speaking of dogs, how about sleeping dogs? What's that? Sleeping dogs. Sleeping dogs. This kind of reminds me of like GTA. Whoa. It's very action-y packed. There's no trailer. There's only like pictures. As Wei Shen, an undercover cop trying to take down the triads. You have to fight your way up the organization without blowing your cover. Guys, I'm so bad at video games like this. Not blowing my cover? You know how many games I had to like go through to realize that I have no stealth? Basically the movie Infernal Affairs, but as a game. Okay. They curse in Cantonese a lot. Oh, it's actually like in Cantonese. Interesting. Well, I'm not gonna be able to understand Cantonese. I only can really understand Mandarin. Oh my god, you know what's a really... I'm just gonna type in the word hot dog. I don't know why, but lately, especially this year, I've been kind of obsessed with like eating hot dogs. I don't know, they just taste so good. I want to see if there's a hot dog truck simulator. Oh my god, I knew it. I knew there would be some kind of like hot dog simulator. Coming soon. It's not even like out yet. Oh my god, this game is for me. That's crazy. That's crazy. It knew that this year I had a hot dog craving. Hot dog samurai, hot dog kitchen. What is that? Hot dog hustler. This looks so scary. Hot dog runner. What are some of these games? Some of these games are very like indie. Someone knew you would look for that, I know. Okay, so it's not out yet, but there will be eventually a hot dog simulator. Oh my god. I don't know why, but just like hot dogs are just so yummy. And I'm not even like fancy with them. I just like mustard and ketchup and maybe relish. That's it. Life is Strange 2. Oh yeah, I have to play that too. There's too many games I need to play. I feel overwhelmed. Sometimes I feel so overwhelmed when I like have so many games I want to play that I start playing like short games, like less committed games. That's why I feel so overwhelmed when I know that I have a lot of games I want to play. It's so weird. It's like not even supposed to be stressful. Gaming is just supposed to be like relaxing, but sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I want to play this and I want to play that, and then I just end up playing one that's like a little bit less of a commitment because it makes me feel better. Yeah, I think I might have a little bit of choice anxiety. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but like I really feel overwhelmed when I need to pick a lot of things. Jump scare simulator. I don't want to play jump scare simulator. I'm really bad at these things. I don't even like the thumbnail. You want a hot dog game? Maybe Papa's Hot Dog. Papa's Hot Doggeria? Okay. Oh, decision paralysis. Interesting. I don't think I can find it. Let me see. Don't think this game exists on Steam. I'm sorry. Need a wheel to spin. Honestly, I might. I remember you said you'd be a good lawyer. Have you ever tried Ace Attorney? No, but honestly, I don't really want to start it. I know it's really long, and I know it's really fun, but it's so long. Like, it's like... I think it's like Umineko long. Or maybe just slightly shorter, but... I can't, guys. That's so long. It's so much reading. When am I ever gonna have time in my life to play Ace Attorney? Maybe when I'm like retired. It's way shorter than Umineko. Okay, true. Umineko's really long. Okay, Alien Isolation. Let's see. Survival horror. Oh my god. I don't want to look at the trailer. I'm scared. I'm scared of these trailers. Ooh, it looks really good though. This also reminds me of Dead Space. Alien Isolation is super scary. Oh, really? And Ohio. Ohio! Everyone living in the JST zone. Ohio gozaimasu. Ghost trick is fun. Okay, let's see. Very interesting. I'm getting a lot of like genres. Phantom Detective. Oh, this one's Capcom. This one's interesting. Directed by Ace Attorney creator Shu Takumi. Oh. Try the quarry. Actually, Zutomo was playing the quarry and then we kind of dropped it because I think it was getting... I don't know. We just kind of dropped it. We did play it all together though. I think sometimes we just drop games because we're not as interested as we thought we were. You get Beloved Rapture. Turn-based RPG based on old school. Okay. Oh, old school are JRPGs. Beloved Rapture. Ooh, they have a soundtrack. Wow, this looks like a really like... Wow, the release date is like from last year, but this looks kind of like one of those older games. Like the aesthetics. Okay. Okay, let me see what's in my cart. I put a bunch. Okay, let me see if I can get some of these. Trying to think if I should buy Hatoful dating boyfriend? The Hatoful boyfriend? Should I? Oh. Can I handle it? If I can handle horror games, can I handle pigeons? Is horror and phobia like the same? I don't know if I can do this, honestly. Wait, let me look at the trailer again. Ooh, I don't know, man. Please, it's so good. Yeah, people are telling me this game is good, but I don't know if I can... It's just that the pigeons, sometimes if they're really close to the screen, I don't know. Maybe I'll play like... I don't know. The birds are not really moving. That's not the point! They're still birds! I feel like I need to play this with someone, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know if I can like play this by myself. I just have like a... I accidentally pressed zoom! I just feel like there are certain things that I really need emotional support in. It makes you uncomfortable, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, if I start getting really bad dreams, then maybe. Oh my god, Clannad visual novel is on sale! 月のように夢を見ていた Something, something. Na 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 na. Oh my god, I love this so much. Oh my god, I saw the opening. Where's standing? I don't know. I love this so much. I never played the visual novel. I only played the watched the anime. Maybe I should play Clannad offline. Oh my god, am I gonna be like that? Am I going back to my visual novel art, guys? I love visual novels. Do I have time? Maybe if people stop visiting me. Wait, maybe I should. Should I play? Are they voiced, guys? Do you know if the Clannad visual novels are voiced? It'd be so cool if they were. Higurashi and Umidek are on sale. Yeah, but I already have them. And I finally found a job and I'm super proud of myself. Never thought that I could make this far, even though I'm depressed and anxious. You can do so much in life with depression and anxiety. By the way, will you play No, I'm Not Human? I thought you were gonna ask me, like, to congratulate you, but you were just like, hey, I achieved something really great in my life. By the way, besides that, can you play this game? Congratulations, I'm really proud of you too. I hope your new job treats you really well. And, you know, I know living with depression and anxiety is a huge obstacle, but the fact that you got your first job means that you can go through many more obstacles. You got this. Okay, let's see. No, I'm not human. This is so freaky. Ah! You got a new job and now you're giving me depression and anxiety. This one looks so scary. Ah! I can't even watch the trailer. I'm skipping through it. Ah! I have to go back. This one looks really scary. Ugh. Wait, it's not even out yet. The fuck? You trolled me. I'm scared. I'm really bad at like looking at the scary trailers. That game is uncanny. It does look very interesting, I'm not gonna lie. It does look very, very interesting. But it's not out yet, so maybe you can tell me to look back on this game when it's out. It doesn't even have a date of when it's out. Ooh, what's this? Frog fall down. That sounds cute. Frog has fallen into a sinkhole. Only you can help him. Aw, that's cute. It does look quite peculiar in terms of graphics too. I know, oh my god, it actually kind of scared me. Like uncanny faces are... Well, no, not always, but just like, you know, they make it look scary in this game, so... Egging on. What the heck is egging on? I'm looking at the related games too. It's like a fucking egg simulator. This game is hard-boiled. Face the challenge of being a real fragile egg. No fucking way, that's so funny. Oh, it's not released yet. It's gonna be released in August. That's cute. With some determination, you might just reach your freedom. That's so sad, but I don't even like... I can't even eat eggs. I'm allergic to them. Yeah, there's so many games that are not out yet. Geometry Dash. What is the Stanley Parable? Parable. Oh, I remember somebody recommending me this game. It's so good. Yeah. I remember a lot of people saying this game was really good. But how do you play this? You will play as Stanley, and you will not play as Stanley. You will make a choice, and you will become powerless. You are not here to win. The Stanley Parable is a game that plays you. It's awesome. Okay, a lot of people in the chat are just like really excited about this one, so I might just put this one in my cart. Okay. What? It doesn't even tell you what kind of game it is. Everybody's saying it's a really good game in the reviews too. It's good. It's a walking simulator, except a silly British guy cracks jokes every few seconds. Okay. It's psychological and you just kind of walk around it. Oh, I love psychological. Okay, this one seems really interesting. I remember somebody recommending it and I was super interested in it and I forgot. Okay, I'm literally gonna purchase some of these now. I'm hyped to see what it's about. Yeah, me too. Never... Okay. I think I have enough games. Steins Gate! Well, Steins Gate. It's another visual novel. Guys, I can't. School... No, that's scary. That's scary too. Stop recommending me scary games! Amanda the Adventurer 3 is coming out too? That's so many games. And then have you watched K-pop Demon Hunters? No! But I saw it on Netflix and it looked really interesting and a lot of people were talking about it, so I plan on watching it. Also, the animation looks great. The songs are so good. Okay. I'll start watching it. I have so much things to do. I gotta play video games. I gotta do my offline work. Gotta watch things. Ugh. I'm like such a busy diva. You'll get addicted. It's so good. Okay. Yeah, I heard the music was good too. Kind of reminds me of like the KDA from like League of Legends or something. Not the music, just like the whole vibe. I'm a goddess with a blade. Something, something, something. Ra-nya-nya-nya. Piccolo is 50% off, by the way. Oh my god, maybe I should buy it now. Wait, this is my... Oh, this is the perfect time to get it, honestly. You're so right. Wait, do you think it's gonna get, like, cheaper than 50%? I don't know. That's a really good deal, though. Should I get it now? Oh, it's a movie. Okay. I thought it was a series. Doubt it? Okay. Okay, maybe I'll do it. Get it now. Okay, I'll get it now, guys. You may want. We ever do hand cam streams again? Those were fun. Yeah, of course. I always plan on doing something. I'm really sorry that lately, like, all I've been doing is Dark Souls. Or even this entire year, I haven't really been doing much like variety streams. I think after like going in between Japan and Canada like so many times, I've just been kind of like burnt out. Just in general. Not from anything too specific, but just a little tired. And I always want to give myself some recovery time, but... It's kind of like a push and pull between like, oh, I want to stream, but I don't really want to do anything that takes too much energy. Because in my first couple of years of Niji, especially the first 2 years, I was really new to everything, so everything was more like, oh my god, I want to do this. I think I went a little bit too far, and it really took a toll. And then I started getting more... You know, the 3D stuff for EN got introduced, so a lot of people, like most of the EN people, especially the earlier waves, which I'm also a part of, like the earlier waves, we got like to be kind of one of the first people to kind of experience doing 3D, and like having a language barrier with like the studio and staff was also a little bit of an obstacle for them as well. So we were all kind of learning how to like navigate with each other. So there's a lot of things behind the scenes that are a lot of fun, but also takes a lot of like energy and stuff. So I think getting into like my 3rd and almost I think even 4th year, like it's just been it's kind of tired. Doesn't mean that I'm tired of streaming. It just means that I'm like tired. Just tired. Yeah. Also, there's also other stuff too, like personal life stuff too. Which is always constantly happening, you know? It never just goes away. It's always just there. Taking care of yourself comes first. I know. I do feel really bad that, like, sometimes I don't have time to, like, do something that I really want to do or dedicate time to do things that I did before, like more hand cam stream or, like, a fan concert. Because now we have more like company opportunities. So I'm like, okay, I'm having a little bit of trouble balancing personal things that I want to do versus like things that I want to do with the company. So, like, I want to do all of them, but I'm not able to do it all that quickly. can change over the years and go with the flow. Yeah, I think that's what's happening anyways. Also, I know a lot of people are leaving, and it kind of like takes the momentum down for maybe the viewers or like other livers maybe. I'm just speaking for myself. I don't really know for sure. But like, I personally still like being here. I know we get shat on by literally everyone. But, you know, besides that, I think a lot of people just don't understand that, you know, there comes a lot of like responsibility with working with corporate and companies. Like, if you've had many jobs in the past, you'll understand that like companies operate quite similar. So nothing's really that foreign. You know, there's obviously things that employees will always disagree on with companies. That's just kind of like the format. So whether or not you're in a company that's from here or there, it's more or less the same in my opinion. This is coming from someone who's worked everywhere. I feel like a lot of the people who judge us or judge people who stay or whatever have probably not worked enough in my opinion. So they're coming from a viewpoint that lacks a lot of experience. Which is fair, you know, if you don't know, you don't know. A lot of people who voice a lot of opinions also have a lot of time to voice opinions. So my idea is that if you have the time to be like voicing that much opinions, you probably don't have that much time spent on experience. So, yeah. In my opinion, like, I really like... My only struggle is like trying to balance out like what I want to do and like everything else. So I hope it really doesn't take the morale down of you guys. I know watching, you know, our friends leave and our colleagues leave is really hard, but it's also just like people's choices in life. It doesn't really have to be as sad as it seems. Like, it's always a little sad to say goodbye and not be able to collab with them, but it's not like forever. Like, maybe in the future something will happen and we'll like touch base again. You never know. It's just like kind of like graduating from like elementary school or middle school and then kind of like bumping into them after uni or something. Like, stuff like that happens. So yeah. Like, but you know, from what I see, a lot of these things are very normal to me. Like, I've stayed in another company before this, like, you know, not like VTuber, but like I've stayed in several other companies for years, and people come and go. It's very, very like normal. It's sad, but if you are ready to go, you're ready to go. And if you're not, then I guess you just kind of stick around. That's kind of just where I am at the moment. I'm just enjoying my time. I need to focus on like health stuff more importantly. So my priority right now isn't really like switching occupations or like looking into other opportunities from elsewhere. It's more like, how am I gonna make sure I don't die tomorrow? Yeah, they gotta do what's best for them. So honestly, a lot of the graduations, I'm a little bit sad, but I'm also really happy for them because that means that they made a choice that they really wanted to do, and that's always a good thing because they got to make that choice. And I think it's really cool that like our company kind of will always be like, hey, if you want to move on, like, we support you with that. So and nobody ever sees it like that because like we're supposed to be super evil or something. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just glazing them. Who knows? But it could be a bit of both or wrong on both ends. No idea. Anyways, I just feel like if people want to move on, it doesn't necessarily mean that where they were was bad. You know? Also, like, I don't really know why, but on the internet, things seem to always be black and white. Like, it's like, oh, this place must be terrible if everyone's leaving. Well, okay. There's also, like, more people who are staying, so I don't understand that. Yeah, I kind of just wish, like, the majority of people that I see who are very loud can maybe grow up a bit. But that's not up to me. That's also not within my control. But, you know, it's probably really tiring to be on a platform and see a bunch of like kids kind of just, I don't know, type up an opinion between their periods in class or something. I always try to reserve judgment if I'm not seeing it firsthand. Yeah, it's like pretty like gray area. Like, you're allowed to give your opinions, but I guess it's more like when it starts to really pull other people down, I think people should realize that and just shut up. You know, like I get it. Sometimes I judge too, you know, but I also learn when to hold back. More often than I don't. At least nowadays. Because it's just kind of like the right thing to do. I don't know. I think it is. Yeah, social media encourages that kind of pattern. But I mean, a lot of people who are in positions where they're influencers or role models also encourage it too. You might not see it, but they do. I probably do it in some way too. But I think that's why it's important to sometimes bring up conversations where we remind each other like, okay, let's chill. Yeah. Serious part is that some of these kids are like 36. Well, you know, if you think about it, it's just like... Okay, I'm just gonna pull an analogy. My friend, who's close to my age, doesn't know how to boil dumplings. That's okay, because that's totally fine. That's not like a life crisis. But I'm just saying that, like, just because we're all around the same age doesn't mean that we have the same experiences. So for me, even though I'm about the same age as my friend, I know how to cook a lot of things because I've always had to be by myself. So it's either I waste a lot of money ordering food or learn to save up and cook food by myself. For my friend, because she lives with her family, she never really had to think about cooking dumplings or an egg. And that's okay. You know, that's just kind of like the analogy. So if we kind of take it to a more bigger scale, some people, you know, we expect kind of like, I guess, 30-year-olds or 40-year-olds to be a little bit more mature, but some people just didn't really get the experience to ever grow their maturity or like, I guess, be in an opportunity where they had to really, you know, practice on skills and mannerisms on how to be a little bit more competent. I don't know. I don't want to say competent because that sounds kind of mean, but like, you know, some people just don't grow up in an environment where it encourages them to think for themselves or think more like objectively, you know. And, you know, whether or not that's okay, it is just their life. So it kind of just all collects together like that. So yeah, there's a lot of different types of people, and it doesn't mean that they're bad people. It just means that they lack like certain types of experiences or opportunities or just certain things that didn't really get developed. But it would just be nice if people could realize if something that they're saying is hurting someone else, because it's just like, at the end of the day, like, if you don't really want those things happening to you, then usually you would think not to do it to someone else. I've met people pushing 40s that act like they're 16 and they have children. I mean, I have people in my family who are like that, so I'm not surprised. Like, you know, you could have a family member that's like supposed to be like a adult role model, but they're just not. And there comes a time... Oops, my phone just died. There comes a time in your life where you realize the adults in your life are just kind of like bigger kids. So it's a really like sad and like tiring thing to realize, but once you kind of accept it, it kind of helps you to kind of ground yourself a little bit more, in my opinion. At least for me it did. Like when I started realizing, oh yeah, sometimes my dad can be really childish, or like this person can be really childish even though they really shouldn't be. I guess I should step up a little bit more in this aspect, so if I ever get to raise my kids, I can remember or try not to be like that. But who knows, like maybe when I raise my kids I'll be childish too. You never know where you are gonna be. Lots of people think because something happened to them they have the right to just dump on people. Yeah, I mean that's just what happens. Sometimes people project from trauma, sometimes people grow from it. People are just so different, you just can't control it. But that's why I think if you are in like a position of influence, like it's good to always self-reflect, you know? Sorry, I'm gonna pause our very heavy topic to get a phone charger. I apologize. Okay, my phone is always dying because I never charge it. My old man always did say that he raised all three of us the same, and it was shocking how much different we all turned out. Ah! Almost spilled my water. Yeah, I mean, a part of it is nurturing, a part of it is like external environment, internal, whatever. But you know, you just never know how a person's gonna come out because everyone's just so different. Anyways, I'll only try to control what I can. That's what I learned the past 2 years being here. I should only control things I can control. What I can control myself is grounding my community a little bit. I feel like I don't really have to usually, because you guys are pretty well behaved for the most part. I feel like a lot of you guys don't even have Twitter, which is kind of awesome. There you go, I'm back. Also, you know, like I said, I mean, I think a couple weeks back I told you guys before the membership stream that I saw a couple of familiar usernames kind of unintentionally, because I like giving you guys the benefit of the doubt, like putting someone down or just like not using the right words on your platforms. And you know, I feel like during those times I just want to always give like a really gentle and kind reminder to just like reflect a little bit. And I saw that some people like did, so that's good. I'm not really worried about my chat, for example. But it's really good that you guys do that, because then it gives me the opportunity to like do that myself too, so we influence each other. I just kind of wish like this sort of stuff was more common maybe in other communities, but that's not up to me. I feel like some of you guys are so old that sometimes when I tweet about something, you guys just don't even say anything. You guys are like, okay, it's just her talking about nothing. Like, thanks guys. My audience is so old I don't even get interactions. I like tweet something like, I like cheese. And maybe 2 or 3 of you will entertain me and be like, that's great, Enna. I think for the majority of you guys will be like, whatever, man. I can kind of tell. It's funny though. I think it's kind of awesome, I'm not gonna lie. There's like a huge ratio difference. Like, you guys will like the tweet, but not say anything. So it just looks like bots. But I know a lot of you guys are just like actually doing something in your life. It's so funny. You didn't have to clock us like that. No, I'm not calling you guys out. I'm just saying it's really funny that like you can see a huge difference in like the community sometimes. Because I swear to God, if the next person who said I like cheese, they get like 50 replies like, oh my God, what's your favorite type of cheese? Mozzarella is mine. You know, because I'm just tired, okay? No, I think that's really awesome that you guys are tired. It kind of reflects how I feel too. Like, I would do the exact same thing if I OSH'd someone and they tweeted something that really wasn't necessary or interesting. I probably wouldn't even like it. That's just me. So, you know, you don't have to apologize. And also, I'm not saying this because I'm asking you guys to give me more, like, analytics or something. I'm just pointing it out because I think it's really funny. Came out of lurking because got called out. It's awesome, guys. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna tweet it right now. I like cheese. I like cheese. Now you guys are gonna feel obligated to say something. Reverse psychology. Don't reply, guys. I should feel slightly offended, but I'm too tired. Why? That's not even offensive. I'm just saying you guys have a life. Is that not, like... As an Asian, I'm lactose intolerant, but I do like cheese anyways. Well, same. So, you know, recently one of my really good friends told me that they started talking like me. So sometimes I like to talk sarcastically with a diva voice, so kind of like this. I really like to talk like this, especially when I'm trying to emphasize something that kind of makes me feel like a diva, but like, I just want to kind of highlight it, you know? So like, they started kind of talking like that too, which I think is really funny. And they've been telling me that, like, I don't really know why, but I only talk like this when I'm communicating with you. And I was like, I'm sorry, do you want me to change that? They're like, no, I'm just pointing it out. Yeah, they're just like extra diva now. They'll be like, well, today, I guess I have more influence than I thought. I say girly to my female friends sometimes because of you. You know, I don't know why, but like when I say girl or like bro, it's honestly become like genderless. Like I've caught myself, like depending on the context or just like my mood, sometimes I just, to my guy friends, I'll be like, girl. And nobody ever like corrects me, and like they never correct me. They're like, they never say anything like, oh, I'm a guy. Like, it's so nice, you know? Like girl and like bro or dude or like guys or whatever. Like it's all become pretty like gender neutral, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah. And then like to my girlfriends, I'll kind of be like, bro, dude, what are you doing? Yeah. Like nobody really says dudette. Because like, first of all, there's just one more syllable and everyone's lazy. I use bro with my mom. Sometimes if something ridiculous is happening, I kind of just bro everyone. So usually when I use bro, I kind of use it in the context where I'm kind of like, what the fuck, you know? So for example, when I got left out in the heat by my aunt, I was like, bro, what the fuck, you know? Like kind of like that. And then sometimes when I'm concerned about someone's well-being, that's usually when I like use the word girl. I'll be like, girl, take care of yourself, you know? Like it's kind of being, that's my lingo nowadays. Isn't that kind of like bruh? Yeah, a little bit. People get mad at me for it, but like I'm not calling you a girl. I'm just saying girl because it's part of my vocab. Yeah, I feel like people who get mad about these things are very like picky with these things, or I don't know. I feel like they're like they're not part of evolution or something. I have no idea. It's just like part of like social evolution. Like you're a little behind, brother. One time I call my friend like. I don't know how, but especially this year I've been saying brother a lot. Like usually you just say bro or bruh. I've been saying like, come on brother. Like I don't know where I learned this from, but I just kind of picked it up somewhere. I have no idea from who. Like I think I just like kind of did it myself, and then my friends will kind of be like, okay sister. Like, so it makes me feel kind of silly because I'm like, because this is all offline. It's not like I'm like, you know, trying to. It's not like I'm trying to like put on a show for anyone, you know, like I'm streaming or something, but like sometimes I'll be like, what are you doing, brother? And they'll be like, nothing much, sister. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't really know where this came from, but it's really funny. Is it from Aya saying hell yeah, brother? No, I don't think so. I feel like it came English. I feel like I usually for many years have been saying like, or like at least the past 2 years I've been saying my brother in Christ, which I got from Diego. That's where I learned this from. He says it all the time, and then it kind of gets into my brain. I'm like, my brother in Christ, and I kind of just like took out the Christ part, and now it's just like brother. So I feel like that's how it kind of emerged. Yeah, but it's just really funny because my friends would kind of flip it back on me and be like, okay, sister. I think it's really fun. But yeah, if your friends get mad at you for like these little things that really don't matter, just push them into like a gender neutral washroom and just not be friends with them. I don't know. It's like, be like, here you go. You're talking about filler words that don't really have meaning. Yeah, exactly. That's a guy named John. Thank you for the stream sale fund. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, sometimes, very rarely though, very, very rarely, I will say sorry, not brother, buddy. There are some moments where I don't even think about these moments. I'm like, okay, buddy. And somebody will be like, why are you talking like my dad? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm so Canadian and I'm so Asian. I'm confused. My brain is like not working. Yeah. Also, when I was younger, if I could feel that someone was trying to kind of hit on me, I'd kind of be like, thanks, buddy. To kind of like push them really far away, you know? Because usually that word, they'll kind of get the hint. I used that in school before on someone. They'll be like, hey, wanna have lunch? I'm like, no thanks, buddy. And they'll be like, oh. Like, they get really discouraged from that one word. Because it's like, wow, you really friend-zoned me? But like, buddy is almost kind of like, we're not even friends. I just know you. Because you go to school. I call everyone bestie to the point that it's a struggle. Oh my god, me too. I just can't stop using this vocab. It's not that I think that we're best friends. I just think it's just like a word for like, it's just a filler word. Like, I'm not your friend, but I can't stop using this friend. So every time I can't stop using this word. So like every time I use bestie, people are like, oh my god, we're besties. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, oh no. I call you guys besties sometimes. You know? You're not my friend. You're just like, you're little Allie peeps. Yeah, I'm kind of like, okay, bestie. They'll be like, oh my god, we should talk more about this. And I'm like, oh my god, we really shouldn't. Like, sorry, buddy. I should like, I don't know. Are we? I thought you just call us chat. Very rarely. Sometimes I'll call you guys bestie. Like, okay, besties. You're kind of obsessed with us. No, I think you're obsessed with me, man. In my chat like every day. Uh-oh. Sorry, buddy. Is this a Canadian thing? Okay, pal? Ooh, I mean, I don't really use it myself, but yeah, a lot of people do tend to use it. We're not your actual best friend. No. I say it and then the person tries to say bestie and I'm like, we ain't like that. I know. Or maybe we're the overthinkers and they don't actually think we're best friends either. But we just think that we're like people who easily make friendship or something. Maybe we're the ones with the ego. Who knows? Anyways, yeah, that tends to be my lingo nowadays. Nemumu! Thank you for the super chat. And then this is the first time I send a super chat to anyone. Thank you! You pulled me out of the abyss, and I gained so much power from you. Wow, that's a very powerful sentence. 你很遥远，我很爱你。谢谢你，我会继续努力。谢谢你，每天努力，我也会每天努力。我们一起 每天好好过
我们的生活。
Is Babu your best friend or bestest friend? Let me think. Well, I don't know what the difference between best friend or bestest friend is. I think it's the same thing. I don't really know what your question is. But I would consider Babu to be my bestest friend. Like, you know, it's not that I label people. But, sorry, I want to change the BGM because I feel like we've been listening to the same one for like... Oh shit, that's really sad. I thought this was the Bossa Nova one. Oops. This is... Well, anyways, I'm talking about Babu, so I guess it fits. You actually believe in best friends still? I kind of feel like I don't want to rank my friends. Personally, like, you're either my friend or not. Yeah, I mean, I don't really rank my friends, but I definitely have friends that I feel closer to. Like, well, Babu and I just have a lot of history, and we've been through a lot of things together, so... And I don't really think about it, like, but there's been a lot of different, like, things in my life that I'm able to go to her about, like anything, like work trouble, family trouble, like maybe love trouble. So she just ends up being the person that I go to for, at the very least, up until now, like almost everything. I don't know why this just cut off. I'm gonna change the BGM. It just like cuts off. It just died. This is the one I'm looking for. Yeah. So, yeah, she's kind of like my best friend. She's kind of like an older sister to me. And my family sort of thing. Yeah. I feel like, even if we don't talk for a couple months or whatever, we always end up like kind of connecting again. And then Ethyria was like... Ethyria and I also have a lot of history, so we're really close friends too. Ultimately, like, we have a little bit less shared experience because, for example, like, I lived with Babu at one point in my life, but I never actually lived with Ethyria, so... Yeah, it's not that she's like... It's not that she's less of a friend or anything, but they're both considered my very close friends. But it's more like there's friends that you can talk to about certain things, and then other things you're a little bit more like hesitant about. I think that's really normal. I have friends who like I talk to about more regarding like family problems because I feel like they have like the capacity and mental stability to really, what's it called? To really like handle it sort of thing. Yeah, so, you know, I have really good friends in like different stages of my life and different people I go to for different things. But ultimately, all of them are my close friends. I have a lot of close friends that I talk about on stream, but you guys don't know who they are because they don't work in NIJISANJI, so... So you guys probably think that a lot of them are like separate people or like, but actually I only really have a couple of friends who are really close to me that I consider really close friends, and they're all pretty much my best friends. Some friends know some parts of your life better than others. Yeah! And I never feel, like, for example, if somebody kind of tells me that I'm not their bestest friend, which honestly is kind of weird because why would you ever say those sort of things? Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, I never really get offended because I know that, like, I'm just part of someone's life, and whether or not they come to me for something or not, like, it depends on them. And if they do, I'm really happy. And if they don't, I'll be less tired. So, I'm sure you have a good support group, whoever they might be. I do. I really, really grew up with a good support, like, friend support group. So, I'm really, really, like, lucky with stuff like that. I think it's because of a really solid friend support group that I grew up with. Like, that's why I can really be that self-aware. Also, thanks to my dad too. My dad's pretty like self-aware and kind of taught me stuff like that too. He's also like a friend to me, especially as I got older. My dad, it's not that he became less of a father, but he just became more of a friend, you know? Because there are things that he can start talking to me about, you know? Because as a kid, your parents don't really want to talk to you about like sad or difficult topics because you can't process it. And honestly, you maybe sometimes, depending on the situation, you really shouldn't. But as I got older, you know, my dad became more of a friend to me. And now we talk about like life problems, or like sometimes he'll be like, yeah, when I was your age, I went through this too. You know, so we're kind of like, in a way, he's also kind of like my best friend too. Yeah. No, same thing with my mom. I don't really tell my mom a lot of things, but I still think we're very close. You know, I don't tell her about my job or like a lot of things that I went through. But only because I don't want her to stress out, because I'm just afraid that if she stresses out, she'll get more sick. But it doesn't mean that like I don't feel close with her. But sometimes there's just different reasons why you don't tell someone things, but it doesn't mean that you don't love them any less or like think of them any less. It's just like different. Yeah. Antiokin, thank you for the super. Hi, I just want to say that you've been such an inspiration to me as a music student. Helped me get through my first stage fright. Being a music student is so scary. I remember I had to perform on stage, like even in kindergarten for like a Christmas thing, and I think I just stood there. Proud of you for like even going on stage. Is probably the scariest thing ever. And if it makes you feel better, like during Overture this year, like I was the only one who threw up in the morning, so I definitely know what it feels like to have stage fright. If I can do it, you can do it too. Ichigo, thank you so much for this super! Hi Anna, I've just graduated from my MA in the US.
What? Oh my god, why is everybody like so successful? Whoa.
You sent me such encouraging words in a reply to my post when I started, which helped me through struggles. Every time I saw you achieving huge milestones like Overture, it gave me so much energy. Thank you and love you. Oh my god, that makes me so happy. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations! That's so big. Omedetou. That's really awesome. This is really... that's why I'm so happy when you guys tell me that you guys are like, you know, achieving things, whether it's like in school or work, or honestly, even if you're just like, for example, some of you, I think one of you guys was kind of like documenting your journey about like losing weight. Like I feel like those are all like achievements of the same caliber to me. So I'm really proud of you guys. That's so awesome. I hope after like years and decades, when I want to say hopefully I'm not a VTuber anymore, because like I feel like I really don't want to be a VTuber at the age of like, I don't know, like 40 or 50. Yeah, I don't know if I have the energy to do that. But like, I hope during those times you guys still remember our good moments here. That's honestly all I kind of hope for. I just think in life, there's so much miserable things. So when I'm enjoying something, I really want to remember it. And I think I will. Unless I just have like dementia or something. Then if that happens, forgive me. You don't want to be the first VTuber to reach 50? No? I'll always treasure these memories. I know. I hope in your next meet and greet you don't come through like crying again. Like, please. I can't. When I see you guys in real life with your real faces and you start crying, I can't. I'm pretty like, I usually hold it pretty well, but I guess maybe as I get older, I get more sentimental. Life gets harder, so then you get more sentimental. So when you're happier, you feel it more. And then when you guys start crying, I start like wanting to cry too. Which honestly, I have not really gotten to experience when I was younger. So yeah, please, if you're coming to my anime impulse meet and greet, please don't cry. I don't want to cry anymore either. Already cried. Oh many times? Meet and greet never ever. It's okay, Boy-chan, I believe in you. One day it'll happen near you. You've legitimately made me want to be a better, kinder person. So just for this one person, you've at least made an impact. Aww! Why is your username different today? Isn't it jinxed? Thank you so much! I mean, you guys also make me want to be better too, you know? Like, you know, all those times. Honestly, the only time I accept being cancelled was that one little... Okay, semi-medium mistake I made on Kill's channel. That is the only one that I accept being cancelled for. Everything else was just like, what? I didn't do that. The fuck? But, yeah, I mean, like, you know, thanks for sticking with me. And thanks for recognizing that I do want to be better. I think you don't have to do that. And you never have to believe that someone is trying. But the fact that you guys do, I see that and I really, really appreciate it. So, yeah. I think it's not easy to kind of stick with someone who, you know, isn't like clean on the surface. But I really do promise that I always try my best to be better and reflect. I have a lot of like... I've learned a lot of not so good things. And, you know, I'm not like perfect, you know, in my behavior. But I probably still like throw tantrums and stuff like that. But for the most part, I really do believe that I always try to like self-reflect. And I do really want to take accountability, even if it's in front of like a lot more people than I want. I think the hardest thing was, you know, sincerely being taking accountability in front of so many people, because it's just like, it's kind of scary and it's not something that I think a lot of people want to do, because usually in front of many people you just want to look good. And of course I want that too, but I have to accept that, like, you know, I will, if the longer I stay in this sort of field, the more probable that I'll make mistakes. Not because I don't care about the mistakes I make, but it's just like, you know, you're staying here longer, so if you get too comfortable, you say things, or like if you don't know a lot of things and you say too much, it's just more risk, because there's so many of you and you guys are so different. You come from different backgrounds, you come from different experiences and everything. It's really hard to like please everyone, and you know, it's not like I'm trying to, but for the most part I do want to have like a sensible image, you know? Yeah, so I appreciate it. And, you know, nobody ever has to believe that I'm good or not. And it really doesn't matter, because I should just be good for the sake of being good. And for myself, if I want to have a decent life. So, in the end, to me, it's really important that I just become that way for myself. And I hope I can kind of rub that off of you guys. Or like rub that onto you guys, or I don't know. Regular viewers are aware that you don't know a lot of things. I think people understand that there's a mistake. It's due to lack of knowledge and not malice. Yeah. Not like... You know, I think that's for most people too. Well, I think. You're like the big sister I've always wanted. Well, good thing we're not siblings, because I really don't want to take care of people anymore. I have to cook for my friend. Is she home? I have to cook for my friend. I gotta clean up the bathroom after them. Like, we shed a lot of hair every morning and every night I have to vacuum. Like, okay, bestie, like, I love you so much, but you gotta leave soon. Like, I'm so used to living by myself now. Like, now that I have a roommate again for like a couple days, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. And like, you know, like, my friend, she has a really like small appetite, okay? So like sometimes she doesn't even eat. Like, if I wake up late
and she wakes up early, and I asked her, I was like, did you eat yet? And they're like, no. And I'm like, girl, you're like mid-20s, like you need to take care of yourself. You can't just start eating when I eat, you know. And I'll ask them, and they'll be like, well, you know, I'm not hungry. I'm like, no, well, sometimes you don't feel hungry because you're just not thinking about being hungry, you know. Like once you start eating, you'll be hungry, and then when we eat, they're like, oh yeah, I'm pretty hungry. I'm like, oh, girl, I love you, please get out of my house. Please. My goodness. Good Lord of all, Jesus. I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid I get in trouble. Why has this stream game Zatsu done more for me than like an entire year of therapy?
Hey. There's a difference between someone that you can relate with and somebody who's giving you professional guidance, you know? That person can't be your friend. Like, you know. And also, maybe you're just not compatible with your therapist, you know? That's the thing too. Some people use the excuse of ignorance to continue being hateful over and over, but it's pretty rare. I hope it's pretty rare. There are some people who are stubbornly really ignorant, and I'm like, come on, like... like, I get it if you're in the moment and you just don't want to admit it, okay, fine. But like, afterwards, you know? It's okay to be wrong. I feel like that's the thing. But the thing is, I get it. Like, people don't want to be wrong, especially on the internet, because you get flamed for it so easily. But you know what? I'd rather get flamed and admit that I'm wrong than like just deny that I did anything not wrong. What? No. What am I trying to say? Then deny that I did something wrong. Sorry. That's what I meant. Yeah. Because I want to be better for myself. I don't want to be better because I want to look better for you guys or my image or whatever. Like, I want that. But I want my life to be better. And that starts with being a better person. When I feel better, people around me are better too. Because then I start seeing like who's like the... Then I just gotta start popping pimples, you know, like, oh, this one's nasty. Bye! You know? You can't recognize that until you like make sure that you're more or less sorted out with your morals, you know? If you're kind of like a pimple yourself, you're gonna look at other pimples and be like, yeah, it's okay to, you know, be there all the time, you know? What an analogy. Yeah. A little bit of a disgusting analogy. Gross analogy, but thank you. You're welcome. I can't think of anything else, but you know, it makes sense. But yeah, I hope you guys learn to kind of like self-reflect throughout your life. Just remember, it's okay to be wrong. There's a couple of people sometimes that like give me donations that write things. They're like, be careful of this person in your chat. Blah 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 blah. It was more, not so much in recent years, but more in the beginning of my Niji years. Like, a lot of people would be like, this person did this, this, and this, and I'm just like, no, I don't know who they are, and, you know, but I really try not to judge and just write them off because somebody else said so, you know? It's that kind of thing. If you're wrong and you know it, then own up to it, and then move on. I've started living my life assuming I'm wrong. Well, you need a little bit of a balance, okay? If somebody has wronged you, you can't place that wrong... You can't place their wrong on yourself, okay? That's a different thing. Okay? So, if somebody has blamed you for something, reflect on it. Maybe it is your fault, but maybe it isn't. Think about it. Sometimes it's your fault, sometimes it's their fault. But you gotta be clear about something. Sometimes it might be both of your faults. Which is honestly most of the time. Most of the time it is a two-way street. Yeah, but that's where you kind of have to gain the intuition to realize, like, what is what. It's a little more difficult. Sometimes it gets really complex, you know? I have a guilt complex. Well, you gotta work on it! Where are the Steam games? That arc is already over, Bo. We already looked at a bunch of games. You're like an hour and a half behind. Too bad. Stargaze Link, thank you for the super. I got super into Niji 3 years ago when you played Cats Organized Neatly. I'm always so proud when I see your accomplishments. I'll always be cheering for you. Oh my god, it's one of the first games where I invited people to be on my stream and finally... Yeah, I was so uncomfortable with that fact. I'm a little bit more comfortable with, like, especially the earlier EN folks because I kind of grew with them in this company. So, like, you know... Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel a lot more comfortable. Consider a lot of them my friends. And it's really nice that sometimes they come to visit and stuff, so... Yeah, no matter what, like... if they leave or they decide to leave one day or like, you know... we kind of drift apart, I always hold them to my heart, you know? There are a couple of people that, like... we were obviously more friends. Or we were more connected when they were in the company. But I'm okay, like, if we drift apart too. I think it's very natural. And I think, you know, it's just normal. I always hold them very dearly. Sometimes I find that, like... sometimes I find that maybe some of the old friends might kind of say things like... I didn't really think of them as, like, friends to begin... Well, nobody really said that, but, like, they're more like colleague friends. And, you know, I think, like... that's totally fun. I guess maybe more like... saying it on stream might... and hearing it through a stream kind of hurts a little bit, but... all in all, I still care about a lot of them, so... yeah. That's just life. Yeah, it is! Anyways, I will always... remember the good parts. That's what I'm programmed to do. It's not a bad thing, guys. It's just like life. It's what growing up is. Growing up is hard. Life is constant movement. Others move on to other things. For their dreams, career, and relationships. That's why you're a Niji now. No, please, I don't want to be the Niji mascot, please. That's terrible. I would hate that. I need to learn to better remember the good times. Yeah, I mean, it's not like sometimes I don't spiral, but it is a habit. It's a very conscious habit. It doesn't... you don't just daydream and you're like, ah, I remember this one time. Something good, something... You really have to, like, look for it. You have to think, like, okay, this happened and this made me really upset, but, you know, we got to do this together. I'm so happy. Maybe we're not gonna do it anymore, but it happened, and if I think about it, if I wanted to choose between it not happening at all and it happening but ending at some point, I would choose, you know, experiencing these wonderful memories and having an end to it, you know? So I think it's really... it would be really sad if a lot of you guys thought that you wouldn't want to live through something good just because it ended. Because everything ends. It ends so something else can begin. It's the circle of life. Sorry. It was hard entering adulthood and realizing a lot of friends will come and go because of careers, dreams, but you come to cherish the ones you're really close to. I know, you'll always have that one motherfucker that you just can't fucking shake off. For me, that's Millie and Lyra. Like, Jesus Christ, they're just like with me everywhere. I'm like, wow, didn't I see you when you were like 14? And then I blinked and now I'm like, whoa, guys, we're VTubers and we're like, what? We have our own places now? What the fuck? It's crazy. You know? Yeah. And you never think about it. You only think about it when you are getting older. It's like, I didn't think about like them being such good friends when I was like even 20 or like 18. I was just like, didn't even think about them. Nowadays, I'm like, wow, really been with me that long, huh? Yeah. That's why when people shit on us, I'm like, whatever, man. You never had true friendship. I'm not even gonna lie. I'd rather be shat on and people doubt that we're friends than actually not be friends, you know? I'm the most luckiest person ever. I get two of my bestest friends working alongside me in like a creative field. Crazy. It's honestly a miracle. That's like kind of crazy, no? If you think about it, it doesn't happen to just anyone. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of narratives out there. It's not like I don't see it. People are like, oh yeah, this and that and that and this. But, you know, at the end of the day, me, Babu, Ethyria, we just chill, watch anime, watch yaoi, play with Ethyria's cat. That's it. It's the best life ever. So, I have no complaints. I'll take every insult from the internet. I'll take it if it's to balance out my really good friendship with these two. Watch yaoi real. I still like this outfit of you after all these times. You're so pretty. Thanks.
I am pretty every day. Yay, anime girl.
New outfit coming out soon, guys. Here, I dropped it. I don't know if it's soon. That's what I said about the 3.0 brush up. But I got it. So, let's all pray that it comes out soon. Actually, I should say, let us all pray that the new outfit comes out soon. Because it depends on me. Soon, guys. Soon I will be reaching my 4th outfit and catching up with the girls. I saw this, like, chart that somebody made of, like, Babu and Mumu having like 4 outfits and they're like, hello? I'm like, first of all, I just want to say that I just got it. Okay? Number 2, I already explained that I always explicitly want KT Mama to design my new outfits, okay? And KT Mama is a very busy person, okay? They're my busy diva, and I would always prioritize their work over any of mine, whatever, okay? And they're also constantly always drawing me in between, too. Sometimes they just doodle me and I'm like, whoa, whoa. Take a break, my queen, my king, my diva, my mama, you know? So, I will wait 3 years. Which I don't ever have to because they work really fast. But like, I will do it. No, that's just me. By the way, Katie Mama just released their 3rd Enna art book. Oh! That's crazy. Oh my god.
I love Katie Mama so much.
Sometimes I think like, wow, why am I so lucky? Like, with everything. I'm like good friends. I'm really get along really well with my mama. Like, I don't think anyone else's mama draws their kid this much.
Sometimes I'm like, maybe it's me. Maybe I just have a really good attitude, and maybe that psychic was right. Maybe I do have good energy. Maybe that's why people keep living in this place.
I'm just kidding. My friend is home. I might have to go soon, guys, so I can like spend some time with my friend. Yeah, oh my god, it looks so good. Oh my god, I can't wait to see it. I'll link it to you guys. I'll put it in the chat pinned. Hold on. Where is it? Here. AT Mama. This is so cool. Oh my god. Hot limit. Oh my god, that's such a smart. Oh my god, Katie Mama is not only really good at like drawing, but like really smart at like. They don't really speak English, but they really like use the right words all the time. You know? I don't really know how to explain it. Oh my god, this is so cute. This is crazy. Can't wait to see it myself. Yeah, they're really good at communicating. Love you, Katie Mama. We all love you. One day, Katie Mama will make their own OC and I can finally draw them. For now, it will be this little mascot with the ahoge. Oh, Max, sorry I missed your super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Super chat. Let me see if I missed any other... Sin Historia, thank you for the super. If you live to 2080, they'll have lads robots for sale. You think I have money to buy a lads? Also, I don't want to be an old woman and make out with a young man. That's... I think at the time... I don't think I'm gonna be like that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be like, I don't feel so good. Saye, thank you so much for the first super chat of today. Thank you, thank you. The bomb, thank you for the super. It finally happened. I managed to get myself shadow banned somehow. R.I.P. Thanks for the Zatsu though. Glad you're hot and alive. P.S. Katie Mama love. Wait, why did you get shadow banned? Is it just random sometimes? I feel like somebody else got shadow banned too. What can I do? I don't know if I can do anything. Maybe you just need to be like... Maybe you need to just like... Maybe if you touch grass for 3 days, YouTube will forget that you exist and then you can come back. It happens when you overuse chat. Oh, yeah, there we go. Touch grass, buddy. Buddy. Hey, it's 100% random. You can't do anything and you just have to wait. Oh. Well. Congratulations. I don't like how YouTube changed the usernames to the ats. Kinda noticed that. Yeah, you're right. Like, why is it like this? I was wondering why some of you guys were like disguising as new usernames. I was like, you can't disguise yourself. I've literally seen this icon every day. Oh, it's a new thing. I didn't notice that it was on everyone. I just saw it on certain people and I was like, what? Am I hallucinating? Are you real? Is it maybe more aesthetic? Kind of reminds me of Reddit. Yes! We've all been converted to Reddit users! Come join my world, everybody! I have a friend who's like always like sending me Reddit stuff. Like just of anything, like I don't know, just like memes and stuff. And I'm like, stop it! You're gonna make me go back to my Reddit arc. It's when I was at my darkest era. Please! Maybe YouTube's just experimenting. At least you guys don't have random letters added to your name. Adding N7G. Damn, you sound like a robot. Well, maybe it'll like come back. Okay, I'm gonna read some of the donos. The bomb, thank you for the dono as well. And when it comes to video games, I'm like that one GIF or GIF of Steve Buscemi in 30 Rock, where he says, "How do you do, fellow kids? Holding a skateboard, trying to look all cool. But I know the Alu peeps recommended good games for you to get at a good price." I know which meme you're talking about, even though I don't really know the person's name. I don't even think you're like that old. But also, I kind of get what you mean. I don't really play games, so when people... Actually, I think I do recommend one game. Every time somebody's like, what game do you recommend? I'm like, Elden Ring. Play. Or like, Higurashi or Umineko. I'm like, do you like to read? And most people say no. So if they say no, I'll be like, Elden Ring. And then if they say yes, I'll be like, Higurashi Umineko. That's it. We now look like periodic elements or some product serial numbers. That is what you are, S7F-N8V. You are but a mere product and a number supporting the analytics of my YouTube channel. Salty, thank you so much for the game funds. Thank you, thank you. Find any Steam games? Yeah, I do. I did. Blah, blah, blah. Yes. Affirmative. White-Tan, thank you for the dono as well. Remembered you might want some money to go with all that shopping. You're saying like you're kind of saying like, honestly, you kind of say it like my ideal older brother, you know, like, here, my little sister, here's some lunch money for lunch. Thanks, bro. Thanks, brother. But if you're interested In some narrative visual novel-like games, you could try Cyberpunk Dreams. It's free, fun, and you can play it in short bursts. Also, Citizen Sleeper, very good. Wow, you gave me so many. Okay. Because you gave me a list earlier, too. Okay. Silicon Dreams. Ooh, I like the OST. What is this? Pretend to be human. Well, you are expendable. Holy shit. That's my whole life. You must probe for lies, monitor, and exploit emotional spikes. Oh my god, that sounds really fun. Ooh, okay, I love... You know, is it kind of like those, lie detectors? I've always wanted to play with a real lie detector. Wait, do they sell those on Amazon? I bet, like, a real one is really, like, expensive. Lie detector. Detector. No, I don't want the fake ones that look like a ball. I want the real thing. Damn it. Like, you gotta be hooked up and, like, there's, like, this line and thing. No, not the one that zaps you. Like, the ones, the guy that can read it and be like, she's telling the truth. You know, like, something like that. Oh, that's a polygraph? Is that not, like, a lie detector? You can buy one for $200. Wait. Real lie detector. USB polygraph. Whoa, 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 whoa! Aren't polygraphs pretty unreliable? Yeah, but it's still fun. What? Wait, let me see the reviews. Oh, they've used this one on Shades of Blue. It's a TV show. Holy shit, there's like different tiers. There's like a police edition, military edition. What? What is the difference? There's so many bad reviews. Why? Because they found out you were lying? Package was missing a CD. Oh, okay. Instructions were poor. Real! Somebody said real. 5 stars. It really works. It's the real deal. This is a must. And then Kathy says, disappointed. No software and not satisfied with customer service. The secret with lie detecting is not the polygraph machine, but the operator's skill and the interviewer. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured too. Like, I don't think it's actually the machine. I think it's the people reading you. I think that scribble thing is just to psych you out. Honestly, it would psych me out even though I think that way. They'll be like... They'll hook me up in real life and be like, are you Enna Alouette from NIJISANJI EN? I'll be like, yes I am. I can't lie. I'm sorry. It's me. It's me. 3 years. We're old, Enna, but it's been a good 3 years. Thanks for everything so far. I'm looking forward to more. Love you platonically. Love you platonically too. You said it. You said the first couple sentences like I was gonna leave or something. Jesus. I should get one of those like zappy ones. You know when people like the VTubers play the zappy game and they're like, do you have a crush on me? And they'll be like, dun 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 bzz. Ah! I'll be like, I already know the real answer. Those hurt a lot. Really? Really? I thought it was like a fake zap. Did they hurt more than my mental health? I should just do like a fake one. I should just like ah, okay, I lied. I lied. I don't have my 3.0 even close to finishing. Ah, you know. All of them are kind of fake. Are you guys just saying that so that you don't get used, so people don't use it on you guys, and then you can always lie? Dark Fly and Angel 67. When in doubt, return to League. JK, love Enna and chat. To more wonderful experiences than just League. Holy shit, you are a dark angel. Oh, and thank you for the 1 gifted membership, Dark Fly in Angel. GHD5847. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. C_town kills is yours is the same. 10. Thank you for the 10 gifted. Thank you. If you received a gifted membership, please make sure you say thank you. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go hang out with my friend, so they don't feel FOMO from nothing. Da-na-na. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, C_town kills. Thank you so much for the super Steam sale funds. Kind of thinking of this as an investment in my own happiness. Also, thanks for just being a genuine, kind, and thoughtful individual. This community is lucky to have you for as long as you find joy and meaning here. Aww. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really want one day when this is like, I'm gonna probably say it again in the future, but I'll just say it now. But when I graduate, I'm literally gonna DM you for your restaurant opening, because I feel like you're gonna have a restaurant one day because your cooking is crazy, and I'm gonna fly and go to your restaurant. I'm gonna make it happen. It's this like one of my kind of like mini goals. Yeah. So please open up a restaurant before I die. Thank you. That'd be so wholesome. Yeah, I just want free food, Loki. You know, the flight is gonna probably be expensive. I don't know where you live, but like, you know, flying anywhere is expensive nowadays, so. Thank you! Santa Dua VC 3663. Thank you for the super chat. I couldn't get a chance to thank you, but your comment under my post got me out of my art block. Thank you so much and love you always. Oh my gosh! You know, okay, I guess I'll just tell you. Me and my friend was like, do you ever look at your NSFW art? And I was like, honestly, lately I haven't even been I don't even have time to really look at my like normal art tag. And they're like, yeah, I don't really see you retweet any NSFW. I was like, well, I try not to because I feel like some people who follow me might be minors, and you know, I don't really want that, and you know, like I would want to, but at the same time, like there's also like the algorithm, so the more you retweet stuff like that, the more stuff like that kind of pops up on your feed. So, you know, it's not really about the art itself, it's more like, you know, it's just that I'm maybe a little traditional in that sense. I don't really want like the younger generation to see too much of that stuff. You know, that's just kind of my moral compass sort of thing. I think if you don't care and you just want to tweet whatever, like retweet whatever art you think is good, that's totally fine too. It's just for me. So I'm really glad that you aren't offended that I don't retweet your stuff, because I know you draw a lot of like NSFW, but I just want you to know that they're really awesome and you always make me look really sexy. And also, one of my friends also really likes your art too, because when I showed them my NSFW tag, they were like, this artist is really awesome. And I was like, yeah, too bad I can't retweet most of them. And I'm glad that you got out of your art block. It's really hard to get out of a block. Have fun with your friends, eat some hot dogs. Thank you, Miguel! I think we're probably pretty full. Like, we got some leftovers in the fridge we can't quite finish, so I don't think we're gonna be able to have hot dogs tonight, sadly. A Kinky Cadaver, thank you for the soup. I would love to recommend Murders on the Yangtze River. It's a Chinese point and click detective visual novel, Ace Attorney style. Okay, I'll definitely have to check it out just because you said it was Chinese. And now I feel obligated. Thank you for using that card. Sounds really cool though. Tinkerton, thank you for the soup. Ticket to see Towns Kills Restaurant Fun. This is a very long-term investment, you know. This will be a while. But thank you, that's so sweet. Thank you. Night Bunny, thank you for the super. Hi Anna, it's almost a year since your 1/7 scale figure was announced. I'm waiting in Anticipation for its arrival, hopefully in a couple months' time. P.S. Have a happy, wonderful weekend. Yeah! I think when it was announced, they already kind of addressed it to people who purchased it, that it was gonna vary in time, but it would be about a year. So thank you so much for buying it. I know it's a really long wait, but I promise it's gonna get there. It's just like one of those things, you know, especially for figures. I'm so lucky to be one of the first EN people to have their own figure, and then once, hopefully, you know, you guys get your figures, they'll probably do more figures on other EN livers, and yeah, it's usually the first round of members. You know, it's our first time, so it's also on the company side. They're also kind of like monitoring like what's the best way for you guys to get your figures as fast as possible. So thank you so much for your patience. I can't wait. When you guys get your figures, can you take a picture of it? Thank you. Oh, by the way, I got all the figures too. I like wanted all the figures of all of us. I was like, please, I want all of it because I like all these people. So I'm gonna get all of them. Thank you. For free? No. I was too embarrassed to tell my manager that I wanted figures of my colleagues, so I just anonymously purchased them. Because that's so like cringe, you know, if I message them and be like, hey, can I have a figure of my colleagues? Cause yeah, and you know, that's so stupid. I'm just gonna buy it. Bye. Don't tell them, okay? So then when I get old and I have like slight dementia, I'll look at these figures and be like, what's that? And then sometimes I'll kind of have my dementia will be kind of put aside and I'll be like, oh, that's Shuya Mino. That's Luca Kanashiro. It's Elira Pandora. Millie Parfait. Devon, thank you for the super again. Otsuena, thank you! I'm trying to leave the stream, you guys keep writing shit. Happy mid 2025. No, I feel like saying happy mid 2025 is like one of those couples who are celebrating like 8 months of their relationship. You know what I mean? Like, and then be like, happy 9 months, honey. Couple more months until a year. I love that. Thank you, and hope everyone is enjoying this year so far. Finally reached the 2-year mark and so proud to become an Alu Peep. Love, Enna Alouette 123. Oh my god, yeah, you did reach the 2-year mark. Okay, that's a celebration. Okay. I was like, you're celebrating mid-2025, girl? We are survival mode. Thank you so much for the 2 years of members! Keelage, thank you for the members too. 40 months, woo! Holy shit, 40 months? How much? 40 months. Converted 2 years. I don't even know how many years that is. 3.3 years, crazy. Hope you have fun with your friends. I'm gonna go play some Repo for the first time. Oh my god, you got friends? That's crazy. Have fun. Louis PJ, thank you for the super. Stay awesome and hope you're able to stay cool. No, it's quite hot. I'm gonna have to open the window after. Dark Fly in Angel 67. Thank you for the super again. Parasocials rise up. Otsuena. You're literally the last person to write that and the only person. I'm gonna get the fuck out now. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Will you play more Repo in the future? Probably. I think it was really fun. Yeah. I can't with Angel Gill's handle. Yeah, I'm just gonna read your handles, everybody. It's so funny. Yippee, thanks for being awesome. Glad to be an Alu Peep for so long. Oh my god, yeah. Thank you, guys. Sorry I don't, like, give too much attention to the members, like, but thank you everyone who's been a member and to the long-term members. Remember when I opened my memberships after Luxium's members opened theirs? Good times, good times. 3.0 coming out soon. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Otsuena. Goodbye. Woohoo! I'm a late bloomer. I've always been a late bloomer. One day I'll lose my virginity, I promise. But not today, not tomorrow, and not next year, and probably not in the next couple years. But one day I'm a late bloomer. Goodbye! Woohoo! look at the recommended snack book. Thank you. And thank you, Magic Pizza Super. Okay, just in case you guys like get really upset that I missed